Blam. Microphone working. Good. Always forget to check that. If anyone is watching the VOD, feel free to, and I haven't put it in the comments, yell at me in the comments. If I haven't put in the comments the timestamp for whenever I start actually testing out Kirara. I am probably going to pronounce Kirara's name. I think the correct the correct way to pronounce Kirara's name is something like Kirara, but it takes like mental effort to say it like that versus I can just be like channel my inner like American English brain for language speaking and just say Kirara, right? I can just say Kirara. So, anyways, hello. We're on Polearms only very briefly. I already did my dailies on this account for the day, and we just had to spend our resin, which apparently I had resin left over from a previous day this week. I don't know what, I don't know, I don't know. Anyways, so, Yarp, hello. Is it working? It is working. Okay, so chat just was not refreshing. I thought the stream wasn't actually going for a second there. Let me try to fix the chat. Give me a second, because YouTube, you know, that's just how YouTube chat do be. Alright, there we go. It was a very fitting stream since your cat's resting in your lap. Very nice. But yeah, most of this stream, so we're gonna do Polearms only stuff here real quick. Just artifact farming, and then we'll move on to weapons only. I'm gonna discuss a few things of weapons only briefly, but nothing crazy is going on there. I have played so much weapons only this week. I'm kind of like that grinding in the. I presume you guys saw the episode. If you didn't see the episode where I did Kagura's Verity summons on weapons only, go watch it before I log on to weapons only, because it will majorly. As soon as I log in, it will majorly spoil what happened. So, anyways, you've been warned. Go watch. And wow, I have really bungled here. I was talking. Okay, give me a break. So, weapons only though. The like grinding segments. The weapons only were only, you know, a few minutes long in that episode. That was like 7 hours. If I sounded like quite tired, for example, through some of the segments, oh my god, the freaking YouTube chat work. Why? Okay, give me a second. YouTube chat is not automatically updating at all. It's just okay, whatever. I noticed YouTube chat has died, by the way, when I see my stream preview shows chat updating, but my freaking chat window doesn't update. Anyways, we're gonna test out Kirara here shortly if you're just joining in. Just gonna do my daily things, weapons only, polearms only, and we'll move on to my main account and test out Yoldi Cat Box. I will put a timestamp in the video description for any VOD watchers. So yes, I already said this at the very start of the stream, but yell at me if I don't. Yell at me if I don't. Currently dying. It's too dang hot. It is pretty hot today here too as well, although it hasn't warmed up in my room quite yet, which is nice. It is a very, very nice day outside actually. It just I'm just gonna spend it inside because stream. But anyways, we'll move on to weapons only and cat box testing. I would do the cat testing first, but I also have to ascend her, so it's gonna take like a few minutes to be able to test her. No, yep. I positioned myself bad. There we go. Going for another 50 CV piece, I see. Yeah, except this time on poems only. No, the main thing I want, honestly, right now from Emblem is, other than just good Emblem pieces in general, there's a chance for getting some minor upgrades for, like, Hu Tao and Chiminawas, but, like, that's low. It's mostly just a timepiece. Most meaningfully, it's like, I really like this circlet. This really good circlet that I have. I really liked that on Candace. So I want Shungling to have one that's not it's not this, right? So yeah, that's the main reason I'm farming, is I just want another crit rate circle that's not copium. Basically, that's all I really want. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to farm on this account, honestly. What? Emblem is those things like it's just the domain you return to. You do emblem for a while, then you get bored of emblem for you get bored of emblem for a while, and then please, and then you go farm something else, and you're like, I need more emblem pieces. You go back to emblem. That's just how the emblem do. If there's another 50 CVPs, you unsubscribe. I mean, that's probably not happening. So your subscription is safe. Yay. I wasn't able to get Yoimiya or Cat in your wishes, but you want to save for Kokomi after losing 50-50. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I have not messed with Kirara, whatever, that much. She's good, I would say. It's good that they added a Danger Shielder that is competent at Constellation 0. I'm quite happy with Kirara. For the fact that she is a 4-star who is functional at C0 alone. Because that has not been the trend for many of the 4-stars in recent memory of miHoYo's design. So, you know, garbage. Wow, we got more resin, of course, that we'll spend here as soon as it tips over. How many minutes is it going to take over to 120? 3 minutes. That's fine. We'll survive waiting 3 minutes. Is there anything we can level up in the meantime? I have no idea. I don't remember all the things I've gotten this week. I've just been farming artifacts this week. I mean, no surprise. There's not like we have any new characters, anything to level up on poems only. So just been leveling up artifacts, and I think I've gotten basically nothing. Oh no, okay, no, I do have to show this. I think I posted this in Discord. I got this timepiece, which had attack % crit damage, and then it rolled ER, which is ideal. And then it rolled entirely into EM and one line into crit damage, such that it's basically exactly the same. It's almost exactly the same as the old one, except for this one has a crit rate, and this one has an ER line, which this one's slightly better because of the ER line, but that is a troll and a half. I got 2 copies of the same freaking timepiece. This one also has HP %, which is technically better for like Staff of Homa or something, but come on, game. Could you have rolled into anything that wasn't EM here, and then I could have like rationalized it as being really like a useful staff for freeze? HP would have been fine for Staff of Homa. Not very good, but still fine. It still would have provided damage. And then crit damage, obviously the best, and then ER would have been nice for keeping Rosaria's burst up on freeze Rosaria. But no, EM. So yeah, I got that this week. That was great. I think I got it through the Strongbox, by the way. I recorded it, but I maybe should have turned it into a short because I was a bit salty. I think I was too salty. I think I didn't turn it into a short because I was a bit too salty. Also, I still need to make a short of the 50 CVPs, so, you know, there's that. I have the footage now. I just need to do it. Alright, yeah, I think I have, like, nothing. I've got, like, literally nothing. Hello, Rosie. We'll be moving on to testing Yoli Cat shortly. Your 69 pity should you get Yoimiya? Do you have a guarantee? I honestly, I don't know. Depends on the state of your account, Meow. I think you're a relatively high, by high investment I mean like long time, like a lot amount of time investment player. So I don't know if you really like Yoimiya. Whenever I've tried Yoimiya, like I was tempted to go for her initially, but then like they had a trial. They had like one. I think in the last patch they had an event where you could use Yoimiya as a trial, and I was like, yeah, Yoimiya feels like crap to play. It just feels really bad to me. Does not feel good. So yeah, and that was like with like Yunjin speed buffs and everything. It was like with a team that I was thinking of like, this is a team I could get like 100,000 vaporized damage on Yoimiya's normal attacks. That'd be really satisfying, right? But like it just feels like crap. It just felt like crap to me. So no. Anyways, use the sands with Sino for Jadewing Spirit. What sands? This one? That's fair. Yeah, it is. It is a good sign-off piece. I think I'd rather have the XP realistically, but I'm not gonna throw it away right away unless I get a good piece. So, anyways, let's craft these resins. Finish the last 3 runs and get the heck out of this boring little account. Who cares about polearms? I mean, I care about polearms only. I still really love this account. It's really fun. This account is definitely where they have the most fun, like theory crafting and just playing in the combat of this game. Not necessarily doing the same abyss for 6 weeks in a row, but at least doing it once. Like this current abyss, like I've said before, this current abyss cycle on this account, I haven't bothered. I 36 starred the first 2 weeks this abyss cycle came out. The one with the really bad like blessing that like gave you like AOE damage when you had your health lowering. A really terrible blessing. The other blessings like this one buffs EM and the other one's buffed what's it called? Bloom damage I think was the one the previous 2 weeks, but like I just don't care. It's because of 36 starring came down to like an annoying amount of RNG on enemies is what it kind of ended up feeling like, rather than just playing. So I just didn't bother 36 starring. I did it once. I proved I can do it, and I did it on the hardest cycle. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, the blessing carried me. Sure. So, you know, anyways, congrats on getting amazing 4 stars and weapons only in terms of characters at least. Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, final warning before, because I'm going to be switching over to weapons only shortly. If you have not watched the weapons only episode today with the Cogger's Verity summons, go watch that episode before I log in, because it will literally like spoil the most important thing in the episode as soon as I log in if you don't. So yeah, there we go. That's your warning. I want to get on and testing the cat. That's what I want to do today. I wanted to do that this week, honestly. I might have a proper pseudo-edited video, or pseudo-scripted video about a team I want to try with Kirara. I'll try that. That's what we're trying for Hu Tao potentially. The problem is Hu Tao's feather really needs to have heavy crit rate. I don't really think a 3-line piece that has it has a high damage crit damage and a high damage HP flat HP percent. The flat HP technically doesn't do nothing, but I also don't think I want the flat HP. This is really stupid. I don't want to change any of my Hu Tao's HP percentage stats. Like on, I think it's just the feather primarily, right? Yeah, I mean the goblet's probably basically never changing, and the circlet's almost assuredly never changing. So the feather and the timepiece are the only realistic pieces that could change on Hu Tao. And because of the fact that I'm at 34,344 HP on Hu Tao, I honestly don't want to change her HP. So one weird nitpick, like if I get a 40 CV timepiece, for example, it's like, you know, 10 crit rate, 20 crit damage, whatever, you know, your perfect balance piece, and then it has like flat HP on it, I might not use it. I might not use it if it breaks the 34,344. Who even are her supports? Xingqiu and Bennett. And who are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Yoimiya. Yeah, Yoimiya has relative flexibility with some units. Yeah, Yoimiya, I don't know. The thing is, Yoimiya works with anyone that triggers like off normal attacks, which is a lot of units. So like, unlike Dia, she's quite good. Yoimiya is a proper decent DPS. She's just really boring to play, and she doesn't feel good to me. Like Dia feels good to play to me. Well, asterisk. Upon 500 asterisks. I enjoy how Dia feels. The fact that she kills herself, the fact that, you know, her targeting on her burst is kind of, it's Genshin targeting. So, we didn't get a single artifact. I think it's relevant, by the way. So, yes, I got the defense percent pieces, but I really don't care. But you know what? We're not giving up on the Blizzard straight. Wow, I have more level 0 pieces than I thought. Need to have artifact content. Need artifact content. What was that? Oh, no. Alright. Blam. I should record this just in case it's juicy. 11 Blizzard Stray pieces. We mostly really want timepieces. That's basically it. 2 timepieces. Sure. Dendro. Geo. With HP, crit, ER. I mean, I'll take it. Wow. I don't think I have a reason to keep that. Wow. This... Wow. 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 Those were some artifacts. No, we don't give up. We're not quitters. We are not quitters. Oh, I got an emblem, a new emblem feather that was basically a very minor upgrade over this one, so that's why I unlocked this one. It was not that juicy, though. One more timepiece. I don't care. Do I... Look here. Look. Do I care about this with no good line? But if it... Whoops. But if it rolls crit damage, I don't think I do, even if it rolls crit damage. But you know what? You know what? I'll give you a shot, game. Well, you had your chance. It is gone. That's this account. Alright. On to weapons only. They gave Yoimi a proper team in her trial and good enemies to showcase her skills, but alas, is all she has 40 crit rate. Yeah, I like that they've been changing trials a little bit, by the way. I have noticed that. It is good. But it doesn't help anything for me to enjoy Yoimiya. I also still think it's far more important to... Alright, and the last warning, by the way, before I remove the screen, if you haven't watched the Weapons Only episode today, go watch it, because literally as soon as I remove the break screen, the by far the most important thing to have happened on Weapons Only happened in that summoning video. And you can hear it, so it's already spoiled for you. But, anyways, you've been warned. I've warned you enough. Why is my ping 300 milliseconds? Blam. Is a sucrose. Anyways, so, give me, stop, you're jumping the gun a little bit there, meow. Let's, what are we doing? What are we doing on this account? That's a good question. I think we are just going to... This expire. I have... yeah, I did. We're going to just use our resin on artifacts. Reason being, I want to finish leveling up Sucrose's artifacts. Just from like exploration, by the way, I managed to get like Sucrose's EM pieces from like level 0 to like level 16, and her feather. Like what? I had like no fodder. Like that's how much exploration I had. Anyway, whatever. It took 8 hours to get like 15 pulls. The amount of time it takes to get a 10 pull in this game is ridiculous, especially on an account like this where I haven't done that much exploration. So whatever. Stop whinging about exploration, whatever. So let me claim some stuff here, and then sure I'll let you guys into co-op. I don't want to spend too long on this account. So tomorrow is going to be I'll spend more time in Weapons Only tomorrow, is my thinking for tomorrow's stream, because this stream I want to more play around with Kirara, because I haven't had time to play with it this week because I've spent so much time on frickin' Weapons Only trying to grind out for for Kagura's Verity, which was definitely worth the time to do. It was definitely worth the time to do that. Yeah. Anyways, Yarp. Strongbox is the only thing that gives me decent look, but lately that doesn't even give me shit. Yeah, I mean it's artifacts. It's just more artifacts. It's still RNG. Just okay. A question to ask: how do you turn your favorite character into a strong DPS? You love Fischl, but it's hard to do good damage with her. What do you mean it's hard to do good damage with Fischl? The thing is, like DPS for Fischl's already a DPS, like right? Like if Fischl's not contributing big damage to your team, you right. It depends what you want, Saren. If you were like, I like seeing 100,000 damage, like there's just the nature of this game is like there's characters that are suited to getting that 100k and characters that are not suited. Fischl's contribution, and Fischl's already a DPS unit. She's made to be a DPS, and she works based on, I don't have Fischl on this account, so I can't like demonstrate. Also, my ping. Good lord. Hello, dog butt. Fischl works largely based on her Ascension 4 passive, is the very strong thing about her. So you normally want to put her, for example, in an aggravate team where you have another Electro unit. Let's say Kaching, right? Because Kaching is a character a lot of people have. And is quite strong. So let's say you put Fischl and Kaching together, or Fischl and Yai together or something, right? And Yai is currently running as a good example, plus Yai, it's Yai. So let's say you're running Yai and Fischl together, right? Yeah, and running Dendro. You have to run Dendro with Fischl. Where to fish? There's the fish. Details. So, her talents, right? Like, her multipliers, like Oz itself and like her burst can contribute a little bit of damage. What's most important about Fischl is her A4, her Ascension 4 passive, which if your current active character triggers an electro-related elemental reaction when Oz is on the field, the opponent shall be stricken with a Thundering Retribution that deals electro damage equal to 80% of Fischl's attack. With Aggravate, no, there's two things about this. With Aggravate, right, Aggravate is additive, so Aggravate damage will, as long as you do a reaction, right, it will take your base character's level, and then your character's EM, and then that gives the game a number, which then it multiplies by like your crit damage if you end up critting, and it adds it on top of this 80%, which means if you have like a built Fischl, just built with normal crit artifacts, right, this ability can get quite big damage with aggravates. And notably, so like someone like as an example, right? You have Yai with Fischl. Yai triggers an aggravate. That then triggers Oz to then do this Thundering Retribution through her A4. And notably, this ability does not have ICD. And ICD is where there is no cooldown on that applying an elemental, like an element to an enemy, which means it can react. It can do a reaction every single time it hits. So Fischl can output an actual butt ton of damage. It's just not going to be, wow, 50k, 100k. No, it's not impossible to do that, but it's not something you should aim for, really. But she can output, 15k, 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 15k constantly. So Aggravate does consider talent ability multiplier. Aggravate itself does not. Aggravate itself only cares about character level and elemental mastery, right? The damage you get, the additive bonus damage you get from an Aggravate only cares about character level and elemental mastery, and then if you crit or not. That's all it cares about. Your talent multiplier. This is an electro character. That's not electro character. Your talent multiplier does not affect aggravate at all. Not the aggravate damage. This affects the damage before the aggravate happens. So like when people say that like Raiden isn't worth aggravating, that's because Raiden gets so much damage because she has very high base multipliers and she scales so well just off of like her attack being high. That aggravate being an additive bonus where you can have like the bonus, let's say 4,000 base damage multiplied by like 150% crit for crit damage, so multiplied by 2.5, you get an extra 10k damage, right? An extra 10k damage on an 80% a multiplier attack like Fischl's A4 is potentially tripling the amount of damage it can do, right? Which means it's a humongous increase, especially when it's a lot of small hits. So a lot of small hits of elemental application is where, when the multiplier is low, makes the biggest percentage difference compared to the base. But Raiden has a very big multiplier, like a 600, 700% or whatever, right, at level 9, 10 on her initial hit on her burst. And because, so if that's doing 700% of her, you know, attack and doing like 50k, 100k on her burst, whatever, right, whatever have you, getting an additional 10k from the additive bonus does not matter. So because it's additive, it doesn't scale as well with the stuff. Anyways, let's go do dailies. Point being, Fischl, you just put, like, I can show you like a official build on my main account. But yeah, number one things for Fischl, if you want to see good performance out of her, is just put like 4-piece, or not 4-piece, sorry, level her to level 90, and then put like a decent balance of crit is the first priority, because she's a 4-star and you need like a decent amount of crit. And then other than crit, EM attack is good. That's kind of it. And she'll do damage. Fischl performs really well without a crazy amount of investment. It's kind of all comes down to, but yeah, those big damage screenshots definitely come more from like external supports and like trying to maximize a number of buffs in like specific situations. So if you want to now, oh yeah, we're back to the original discussion. So the way I am using like Kirara as DPS term, Kirara is only going to do damage like as, really, is only going to do damage as an on-field, right? So if you're talking an on-field Fischl, you're talking like physical Fischl, right? Which is kind of how like Mihoyo, I think, intended Fischl to work originally. But on-field physical Fischl is not that good, but if you really want to maximize like Fischl's physical normal attack damage, it means you're going to sacrifice the other things Fischl's good at, right? So if you really want to do it, you definitely can use like Yoimiya, use Yunjin, use Yunjin, use some cryo character, whatever you want for enabling. You can use Mika, I guess, if you want to maximize physical damage. Mika, I guess, is that what Mika is good at? Is Mika good at physical Fischl buffing? I mean, bows don't have hit lag, so the attack speed buff is a lot more relevant, right? So I guess Mika is pretty good for physical Fischl, probably, and gives superconduct, and as a healer. So yeah, I don't know, like Mika, Yunjin, Fischl, and I don't know, if you really want to maximize your normal attack damage, throw a Bennett in there, right? And then, yeah, there you go. But I'm on top. Yeah, the way you turn any character into a DPS depends a little bit on the character and what they do. In the case of, we're just gonna go do this real quick. Oh, it's already done. Thank you. In the case of Kirara, we will, I'll as soon as we get off weapons only, I will certainly show you what my plan is. But most of the time it just comes down to having good artifacts, and then depending on how you're dealing your damage, having the right supports to try to enable what kind of damage that character is doing, right? When it comes to Kirara, my focus is going to actually be on her skill rather than her burst, surprisingly. Her burst is like nice for like seeing, hey, occasional big number. Like she's got a very high multiplier burst, so it's one of those bursts that's like, you can spec into trying to maximize her burst damage if you like seeing that big number occasionally, but it's not what's actually going to contribute a meaningful amount of damage if you're trying to DPS Kirara. Is anyone else going to show up? Guys, I don't blame you guys that much, to be clear, but like this is Genshin co-op in a nutshell. Oh hey, look, someone's here. Good, there's a Rosaria. So Peplin, why are you insisting on using? Wait, is this a DPS? This cannot be a DPS. Well, maybe it is. I can't really tell because you're not doing damage because this butthole has a magic shield. I really love how shields function in this game. The wooden shields function. It really makes sense to me. So it was DPS lately. We just didn't get to see anything because yay for wooden shields. Anyways, if you like this stream's fun, chilling, you can learn a lot about Genshin as a fairly new player. Yeah, that's what I try to always explain things in ways for new players personally, because I don't know, it's where I get the most value out of my knowledge of Genshin. I feel like by trying to tell new players about things. So yeah, Genshin is it's
okay. Just one last experiment, and then we can get some rest.
The framework. Oh my god, too gross. Why are you so noisy? The framework for Genshin is such that like if you have the units that enable you to do other things, you can DPS anyone, right? And because so much of your damage comes from like either external buffs or just off-field damage that like even don't touch me. That even if one character in your team isn't doing much, you can have the 3 other characters doing the heavy work, and it'll be fine. If you just like seeing like Kirara's normal attacks, for example, just because the animations look great, you can certainly do that. You're gonna do character reviews today. I intend to do some Star Rail stuff, so I don't know if we have much time for character reviews. I will say more likely tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be more focused on weapons only. I want to do some artifact farming. We're probably going to use some of our fragiles. I don't know, maybe we'll level up Rosaria. I don't know. You know what, just what does Rosaria use for a boss? Just, someone suggested doing the double melt, whoops. So doing like Rosaria and Kaya, Xiangling, Bennett combo together. Which, double melt, double cryo, double melt, oh my god, brain! Double pyro, double cryo melt team, which seems pretty fun. I'd like to try that. And it's a different melt variation other than like what I've done with Melt Rosaria on polearms only, so it seems interesting enough. I literally just went to Rosaria to check what boss she had, and I forgot. Why? What? Why do I have 16 of these? I guess we don't need to farm for Rosaria. I literally have enough to do until level 70. Why? What did I do that for? I'm trying to remember. Who else uses those? Do you use them, right? Yeah, you use them. I must have like farmed them when I just like didn't want to like farm artifacts or something a while ago for Kaya or for like Chongyun or something. Weird. Okay, whatever. Cool, I guess. I don't need to farm a little bit, so I guess yeah, we are just doing artifacts. Is what it is. Claim all our things. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be more weapons only stuff. We're just doing the things we kind of have to do today. We'll do some of this tomorrow as well. We'll do some of that tomorrow as well. I actually kind of like. By the way, oh yeah, one thing I want to comment on real quick with this event. I think many others. I don't think I'm solely at fault for this, but I and many others kind of assumed that this event was going to be very heavy in the TCG part, right? I did not give Mahoya the benefit of the doubt because, like, I thought what was going to happen, right, is that you're going to have to do the prerequisite quest, which takes a little bit of time, right? The TCG quest, it takes like probably a good 30 minutes to an hour to do, which is not insignificant, but also not insane. It's annoying, but deal withable. To have to do the prerequisite quest to unlock the event. But I also thought the event was going to have more like actual TCG stuff in it, and the TCG stuff it has is basically like a easier to play version of the TCG, and they give you decks to play for you, so you don't have to spend 30 minutes, an hour. Like that was my worry. My worry was that I was going to have to spend like hours crafting decks to be able to like and getting like new cards to even be able to like get the rewards for the event to like clear the card game parts of the event. And you don't have to. You literally don't have to. You just have to do the initial hour quest for the TCG, and then you can do the event stuff, and you don't have to worry about it. So you know what? I take back some of my criticism and complainingness about having like a TCG focused event. Is what I'm saying. Good job, Mihoyo. I should have given you the benefit of the doubt, but also you could have mentioned it in your live stream and been like, hey, you know, this event actually is like not, you don't actually have to like really build a deck that much because we know that not all players want to like play the TCG, so you can just choose from pre-made deck. Maybe they did mention it and I just didn't catch it, and maybe not many other people caught it either because I don't know. But anyways. Die, please? Please. Why don't you have Pyro on you? How is there so many Haley Trails here? Good lord, where'd they all come from? Alright. Let's go farm. Alright, I'm gonna kick you guys out of co-op quick just so I don't forget to claim my dailies. Teleport, please? I don't like the story much, which solely focuses on TCG. I didn't comment on the story. The story definitely has not grabbed me at all. I mean, like, Charlotte's... I like her design on a visual level. I think she's kind of... whatever. She's like a journalist. It still bothers me that her camera doesn't look like a camera, but whatever. Is what it is. Yeah, the story part of it is like very whatever. Like, oh, there's someone stealing card backs. I don't give a f. Like, just let me do the event. So anyway, what am I doing? I need to go to the crafting or the Catherine. But yeah, for them having a TCG event, I'm just logged out. For them having a TCG event, this is probably the best and like least annoying way they could have done it, right? So I don't mind it. I actually quite like it. The actual like event content. The story is in it, but yeah. Anyways, is what it is. Add Astra Abyssos. Chances that Charlotte is a 5-star. I think from what I heard, she is rumored to be a 4-star, but I also wouldn't be surprised if she ends up being the first like 5-star on the bat. I don't know. There's something about her. Her design is like, her design and character concept is like, has one gimmick, journalist, right? And her visual design, we haven't seen obviously like what her ability animations look like, but a character having like good flashy build animations doesn't like make or break them being a 4-star, 5-star. Obviously. Look at Kirara and freaking Kabe. So, just on the visual design level though, she strikes me as a 4-star. Even outside of rumors. And I couldn't really nail down exactly why, but I have been relatively good at guessing that. No, I don't really publicly guess that very often, but like I have, whenever I see leaks for characters and like before we know their rarity, I've always been like, okay, that character is likely to be a 4-star versus a 5-star based on visual design. It's probably just my brain subtly catching on like certain details, right? Is my guess. But what's more important than her being a 4-star, well, I don't know. People want her to be a 5-star because 4-stars are way more hit or miss, obviously. Hey, it's a cat. So, yeah. Also, yeah, I'm gonna point this out. Just and hey, stay still, cat. I mean, I'm asking a cat to stay still. But anyway, so stay still, cat. Oh my god. Okay, well, whatever. I'll show you on my main account when we move on. I apologize for pointing it out. After I point it out, you're never gonna unsee it. But yes, if she is a cryo catalyst, if Charlotte is a cryo catalyst, then we all win. That's what I'm saying, because cryo catalyst has an inherent utility. Well, they could F it up. But a character who applies cryo that can be a catalyst, can be an on-field cryo driver, and can hold like Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. Has base level of utility in the game. I feel like it's going to be hard for them to goof it up super hard. So anyways, I'm using Sucrose, by the way. No one else gets Sucrose. Any leaks for weapon better 4 stars in the second phase? Do I know? I don't know. I'll be honest, Widzith was like one of the only 4-star weapons I really wanted a weapons only at this point. And, well, we didn't get it. So, if Widzith doesn't come back, no, I get to use. Sorry, Yonks, your Sucrose is probably better than my Sucrose. But, I'm using Sucrose.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely
She knows 3-second ICD and non-standard ICD. How dare you, Sylvia? But anyways, hopefully she's a cryo catalyst. If she's a cryo catalyst 4-star, that's a win. I think at a baseline, it would be cool to see her have some decent multipliers so that, you know, we could put Lost Prayers on her, Kagura's Verity, and do like a freeze comp with a cryo catalyst user. Seems kind of fun. I'd be interested in trying to get her just for that. I'm more interested in her as being a cryo character that I'm potentially interested in over what's their bucket? What's their bucket? I think Liney and Lynette or something is the rumored 4-star and 5-star combo for 4.0 or something. They seem super from the very, very preliminary information I've heard about them, which is not anything specific. So I'm not even gonna comment on it really. Seems super whatever to me. It's not. Oh my god, I stood in the very bad spot. That was my bad. Is there any other HP sword outside of Key? I am still going to remain hopeful that they add a 4-star HP percent sword. Like, Hydra Archon is currently rumored to be a sword user, and they're going to have new craftables. I think, like, and they know that a lot of people complain about no 4-star HP sword, and they've been adding more HP scaling sword users, like Kirara. And I think I pronounced it wrong, whatever. So, if they genuinely don't add a 4-star HP percent craftable sword, I will be a little bit upset with them. So, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what? And I am gonna say Hoyoverse. There's been no leaks about this, to be clear. I'm gonna just make the bet prediction. Hoyoverse will add a 4-star craftable HP percent sword. If it's a 4-star banner sword, that's HP percent, by the way, that may as well be a 5-star, I'm sorry. It's just useless. That's useless. Nobody wants that. Oh, they're already here. Stream Element Spot is running. Why are you commenting again, Stream Element Spot? I still haven't set up stuff for that, by the way. No, don't kill it. God, I hate this butthole.
Time to act. Body and mind. Brain outlines your things.
Hello, Rainbow Mushroom. Okay, let's finish here. I want to get on to testing the cat. I'm talking about the cat, but I haven't tested the cat. Watch you give me another good artifact, and then I have to spend 10 minutes leveling artifacts. Okay, that's a good artifact. I'm not gonna bother with it right now. Why? Mineral. Okay, roll. Minerals, high rolls matter quite a lot less on EM. Well, depends. If you're someone like me who's like likes to like gun for a specific number, low rolls and high rolls on EM does matter. But outside of like min-maxing low versus high rolls on EM does not really matter at all. Man, Sucrose is fantastic. Ow. Ow. Wait, that is not near me. Ow. I should not have used that burst. Whoops. Is that a lo-fi Xingqiu? Is it a lo-fi Xingqiu? It is a lo-fi Xingqiu. That's interesting. I honestly don't even know how I'd try to make that work. No. 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 Yeah, we'll do more weapons only tomorrow. So if you want a more dense weapons only stream, I'll talk about some more specific things, and we'll work on some more things on weapons only tomorrow's. Today is Kirara Day. Kirara Day. You got Yai, and it's satisfying to play with Nahida, but the damage is kind of low, not gonna lie. What do you have on her? Because Yai is not that hard to deal damage with aggravate. I'm surprised you. If you were expecting level 1 Yai to get like what do you I don't know, there's a lot of asterisks, right? Yai wants to be level 90 because that increases the base aggravate damage quite a lot. Also she wants good artifacts, so you know, I'm not gonna call her an easy to build character, but Yai does have a lot of flexibility, two-piece combos. So anyways, first priority should be getting Yai and Nahida, for that matter, to level 90. So you get a lot of value out of either of them being level 90. And then, as far as like damage value goes. Weird. Locking it, to be clear, this is a 0 dead stat 4 line with also high roll, max roll, high roll. This is a low roll, I think, but wrong set game. But it could be good. It's a weird piece, though. I'd have to try it. I'm not gonna try that right now. So, anyways, you're not satisfied with 17k per tick. What level is she again? Also, 17k doesn't seem that low. You can definitely get more, but you're probably, if she's level 90 and you're getting 17k with an aggravate, you're probably a bit low on EM. I can't remember that well. It's been a while since I haven't had C2 Yai, right? So, I can't remember what I got on her before I had C2. C2 wasn't a very big increase, to be clear. It was relatively small. So, and my Yai has always been quite strong, but also depends on what weapon you're running on her. Like if you're running, I presume, say, Widzith, if you don't have a 5-star weapon for her. If you do have a 5-star weapon for her, which one, right? Because, like, Lost Purse is not great for Yai. It's just a stat stick. Like, Widzith is actually, I'm pretty sure, better. Like, R5 Widzith, I'm pretty sure is better than Lost Purse on Yai. But anyways. You have 75, 190, level 80. Well, there you go, level 80. There you go. You'll probably go from 17k. What, I think it's like a 30% damage upgrade for aggravate. So, meow, 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 meow. Wait, does everyone have? I need. Okay, no. Okay, never mind. I kind of want to like do 4 cats in co-op, but I don't have Kirara on this account, obviously. So, all right, we're gonna switch to my main account. But yeah, level 90 or Yai. You'll probably, if I had the napkin guess, without seeing exact stats or doing the actual math, you will probably get like 23 to 25k just from level 90 on aggravates. Not non-aggravates, obviously. Non-aggravate damage is not going to meaningfully change. Let's not show my email this time, by the way. That'd be good. I love cat has no ICD on meows when jumping. Yeah, exactly. We got character sounds power creep. 300 EM, 2-piece electro, 2-piece EM, Widzith. You have Skyward, nice. Okay. Wait. What was your crit ratio? You have 75, 190 crit ratio with Skyward Harp? No, Oh, it's got no. Sorry, with width. Okay, never mind. I thought you had 75 190 with no. That's with. Okay, never mind. Never mind. 75 190 with width makes sense. 75 190 is it's an incredibly good build, by the way. But anyways, have I done dailies on this count? Nope. All right, then we'll do those first. All right, so the Kirara team. So she's level 70, by the way. So first thing, I'm gonna do my. Actually, we'll do the farming first, and then we'll test Kirara in dailies. I need to go get some Amakuma fruits, and then I also need to farm freaking these. I need a lot of those because I also haven't leveled up her ability at all. Anyways, we'll work on it, and I'll show our build in a second. But the basic idea for this team, by the way, is I named this team all animal attack, so it has to be all animal characters. Which you might say Fischl's not an animal character, but
By royal decree.
we all know when you're playing as Fischl, you play as Oz, so it's functionally an animal. Is my argument. I might switch Fischl or Baiju out for like Tignari instead. It depends on like how much I can get away without a shielder and whatnot. But anyways, if I switch Baiju out, then I need someone else on Deepwood, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. So anyways, I need to level 90. Fischl's level 70, by the way, so like her damage is not going to be very humongous. So, don't look that much into Fisch's own personal damage contribution. And Kirara's damage we're going to get today is also going to be inherently limited. It's a pretty good build. But it's also going to be inherently limited based on not having a level 90 because it's a spread damage build, right? So I just was talking about like aggravate spread base damage increase. It takes a bit time, and I definitely do not have like where's my inventory? Where's my crap? Yeah, I'm at 745 of the reds and 4 purples. I don't have enough to level 90 here today. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's just go farm the Amakuma fruits real quick. Alright, but yeah, if anyone, I don't know if co-op join, if you, this is a US account, so you have to not be an EU, or have an US account with Kirara. I kind of want to do like 4 cats jumping around. So if y'all have Kirara, you can join. Give me the fruits. Nahida would obviously be better for this team, by the way, than like Baiju in particular. If you can get away without a healer or whatever, which you might be able to, being that Kirara is a shielder. But yeah, leave me alone. Yeah, okay. You know what? No, you're just gonna die. I meant to do Yai first.
Emerge right now.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
I can't really tell. I think right now she's getting like, what is it? Nice 11k there. I think she was getting sorry, you'll have to rejoin in a second. I think she was getting, let's see. I thought her cooldown was up.
Right here, right now.
I think she got like 7k, 10k. I mean, for a level 70 character, that's not bad for aggravates. Like, but my like quite literally any numbers you're seeing from Kirara from level 70 to 80 should probably double or close to double. So, it's not bad. But anyways, I thought you didn't want Kirara. No, I wanted her. I just didn't think I was going to be able to justify or be able to get her. I decided to risk my guarantee with 1 tendril. With 1 tendril for the cat. And I got her. That's all that comes down to. Now, is it wise for me to invest in her this much? Probably not, but I like messing around with less than optimal teams in the game on my main account, so yeah, whatever. My intention is to level up Fischl anyways, sooner rather than later. So instead of doing like Fischl and Kaching, now I'm leveling up Fischl and Kirara. So it's fine. But I think I'm just not gonna farm artifacts for like the next month or two here on this account. Also my ping. I think my stream might have just died. Oh good, it's just one of those days, is it? No, OBS is fine? Okay. Alright, well, hopefully my internet exists. Sure, I'll let you in. Let's, but yeah, anyways. If anyone has the cat, let's go. Let's get 4 cats. Shield scaling is great for, especially when fully stacked for a 4-star. Yeah, no, and like they made her functional at C0, so like I really actually, I really like Kirara. I mean, for her functionality and whatever. I don't care about shielders that much, to be clear, but you know, it's fine. All right, this is just no. No. We still need one more cat, by the way. Alright, is that enough? Really? I gotta cough 1 second. Can't believe I have friggin' 44. No, leave me alone. Hello, Zeiss. Thanks for joining. Oh my gosh. Do we? I really don't have one more viewer, by the way. We need one more person. We need one more person with a cat. Don't like pull for her just to join my stream, to be clear. But I'm a little disappointed if we can't get one more.
Right now, right here.
Alright, I need to find one more. Surely this shouldn't take me very long. I probably just missed. Yeah, right there. There we go. Perfect. Blame. Okay. Send. Oh, I need. Oh, frick. Frickles. Ah, frickles. You know what? Actually, no one joined because I'm going to need Yai to farm specters. One more cat will remove Miko from the team. Need an electro unit for quicken. Well, I'm aware. The point isn't 4 cats is good. The point is 4 cats is 4 cats. But I'm not gonna let someone join right now because I do kind of need to actually deal damage to farm specters. Let's
The next location on my list is really far
go
away.
here. I also, oh boy, I wanted to level up her burst and her skill a little bit. They're both level 1 still. Wait, can I farm this today? I cannot, of course. Classic, I guess.
Still waiting.
Oops. I forgot co-op doesn't pause when you go to a menu. Whoops. Didn't mean to kill a cat, my bad. I apologize. I literally just murdered a cat. Live on stream. You can cancel me now.
Right now, right here.
The downtime in her skill, I don't know. I haven't really messed with that team, by the way. The Yai. I have a stroke. The Yai Kirara Baiju official team. If there's a lot of downtime in like being able to just run into enemies in cat mode here, then it might actually be more suited to having Tignari on the team than Fischl in particular. It still definitely qualifies as all animals, is what I'm thinking.
Emerge. Right here.
Can you get out of the water? What just happened? I just drowned? Oh my god, I just drowned a cat too. Oh gosh.
Right now, emerge.
I'm sorry for all the cat crimes I'm committing. You get more than base drops, game. Should I maybe use Nahida? I mean, that sounds like nonsense to me. Why would you use Nahida when you can use cat? Ow. Don't care about them. Guy's voice is so nice. I agree. Emerge right here, right now. That's all you hear. Get me out of the water. Really? Just base drops. Every single friggin' one. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Show them right now. Emerge.
Wow, big damage. We don't need no Nahida. My eye is cracked. Can I... Game? Hello? Hello? I have a thing. Why? What in the world? Why? And then it disappeared. What in the frick game? Oh my god. If you ever need more EM, you can use R5. Why? You have an R5 Nilu? Why? Or like a Key of Cautious suit with an R5 Nilu? Why?
Right here.
Well, I mean, I respect it, I guess, but also why? I have R2 key, so I guess who am I to talk? But look, it was Ziphos, okay? I didn't try to get R5 key, or R5. I didn't try to get R2 key. That really annoys me, by the way, that I'm not gonna be able to level up. Like, I just didn't think about farming those at all. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of silvers and even potentially golds. Where, yeah, see, I have enough to, like, get her skill and her burst up to level 6 and then get her burst to, like, level 8 even. But I can't level her skill up to level 6 because I don't have enough frickin' brown transients things. Oh my god. Wait. What about, wait. Do I have the, where is it? I do, okay, okay. What, I gotta look it up. 1 second. Let me, oh, just, uh-oh.
Emerge right now. Emerge.
I need to, really? Look up the parametric transformer, see what materials I put in to increase the chance for talent materials out of it. I will probably eventually level her normals too, but that is definitely low priority.
The wrong test subject.
Alright. Enjoy looking at a cat for a second. And look this up. Alright. Talent materials for parametric transformer. Alright, so table, character XP, talent books, no. More, no. Weapon XP, character essential material. There we go. Okay. I need like crystals, rocks, core lapis. Alright, basically rocks and arrowhead. Rocks and arrowheads. Arrowheads is probably the best choice, actually. Wait. Is that the right thing? Oh, no, I almost did the wrong thing. No, okay, no. Talent books is in character XP and talent books. Okay, no. Okay, you can do the fungus. We can do the fungus. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, it's cat time. It's cat time. Attack a parametric transformer. Alright, we'll put a bunch of fungus. I'll probably never need them. Please, we need 2 transients. No, no. No. Ah. We got one. We got one. No. Give us like one of frickin' every frickin' talent thing in the game. Except for a bunch of Sumeru things. Ugh. Okay, it's fine. No, wait. I just remember Yai has this weird passive. Weird crafting passive. It has a 25% chance to get one regional character talent material. Base material excluded. So there's a 50% chance. Or no. There's a 50% chance on a 25% chance. Oh god. Wait, do I have any like? No, I don't think I've ever bought them. No, I've never bought them. Okay. There's a shop thing you can buy that also has. Where are they? These things. I'm half inclined to buy a Welkin just so I can buy that today. Oh god. Oh god. This fucking game. Meow. Meow. This is just the meow stream. I'm sorry. Alright, but yeah, we'll try my Yai Gambit. We're gonna try my Yai Gambit, to try to get one more transient. I believe. Right now, I don't know why I attacked these. I didn't need to attack these. But I guess we are. Why not? Wait, we haven't all tried jumping at the same time. All right, we gotta. Okay, we all gotta jump. Okay, we all gotta on our way to the specters. We're over here. We all gotta cat mode. Okay, so cat mode after me. We'll do it in 5, 4. Just let them catch up with stream delay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. They are more delayed than I expected. Dang it. No, we all need to cat at the same time. Let's cat at the same time. Oh my god, I can't type. Genshin co-op at its best. Where's the rest of them? There has to be more than one here, right? Or not? Okay.
Right now.
Losing the 75-25 is probably the worst feeling. Feels bad for Soul. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel that bad, genuinely, because if Thundering Pulse would have been worse, Thundering Pulse would have just been a waste. The thing with, like, losing the 25-75 on weapons only is, like, I can rationalize it as, like, even if it had been, like, a different banner that I'd wished on, right? Let's say it was the Light of Foliar banner that we had been wishing on instead, right? Losing the 25-75 on that banner would have felt worse, right? Because we would have like wanted either of those weapons, the banner weapons, compared to a standard banner weapon. But my rationalization being that we were wishing on a banner where we definitely didn't want one of the banner weapons, Thundering Pulse. Like, it would have been very bad to get that. Like, that would have been basically useless as well. Except we wouldn't have a guarantee for a banner weapon now, right? So we have gained something of benefit. And on top of gaining something of benefit, I rationalized that that would have happened, like, losing the 25-75 would have happened on any banner, right? That can happen on any banner. So my rationalization whenever I lose a 50-50, like on a banner when I'm going to pity once, is like, okay, oh well. You know, if I had waited and not wished in the Light of Foliar until I wished on the Light of Foliar banner or whatever, then I would have just lost the 50 or 25-75 on that one instead, right? So that's my rationalization, at least. Is it good logic? Not necessarily, but, you know, it's how I feel less bad about it, and it's genuinely a much better circumstance than Thundering Pulse. So, is what it is. Is what it is. We'll check where we're at for Spectres as soon as we finish with the ones that it leads us to on this island. By this island, I mean this whole island. This is a hacking ways away game. Why? This freaking map function, man. Like, I wouldn't get why they only send you to certain specific spots over other ones. If like it was trying to like make them like if the book function for navigating you to different enemies to farm tried to prioritize like giving you an order of enemies that makes it like an efficient route, or tries to prioritize like the most enemies, which I think is kind of what it does, or whatever, and they tried to avoid going to areas that were like not near freaking waypoints like this one, I would get it. But I swear to God, they just like largely randomly chose what. Oh my God, is my stamina gonna last? I hope my stamina lasts. I swear to God, they largely just randomly chose which groups of enemies to have these freaking books target towards, because it's so stupid how time wasted it is sometimes. Some here, well, too late. They want you to use the red feather fan. Yeah. Oh, hello, hilly trills.
Emerge, right here. Emerge.
Hello.
Right here, right now, right here. A sight
That's
to
new thing.
behold. Right now.
Yeah, we hit 3 of them. That's something.
Right now.
Bro, calm down. They threw darts at the map. Yeah, they kind of did.
Am I...
What? Did I not have a shield up? I don't know. I couldn't really tell. I probably didn't. Or it went through the shield. I guess I don't have a shield. I don't have her built for shielding right now. That's for dang sure. And level 1 talents, so whatever. Third time I've killed a cat this stream. Fantastic. Hello. All right. Come on. Let's finish with this island. I wanna get on to actually testing Kirara at level 80.
Right here, right now. Emerge.
We might not level up her skill much though. We'll see. I'll get her burst level up at least. Oh, beautiful. That was beautiful.
Right now. Right here.
And ender reactions are fantastic. Apparently, teleport waypoint
Emerge.
of you, but some together from character console. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, Rosie. I don't know, my brain's failing or not. Teleports way you, but some together form from character constellation. Good lords of blooms. Alright. Alright, good. It's leading us to the other island. We might go farm these, but first, let's go here. I will probably use the rest of my resin, by the way, but it probably is going to get used on ley lines. I do need to... I will, like, level 90 her, probably, but not right now. Obviously, I just don't have the resources for it, and even if I spent all my resin on the boss, I probably wouldn't... It's just not worth it, right? So, anyways... I'd rather level up her talents and whatever, so I might need to farm more or whatnot. Alright, so first let's do the, let's do, well, first let's just ascend her, actually. And, alright, oh shoot, okay, I need, how many did I need? Like 12, so I need to do like, I don't know, just like, try to save a decent number of them. I don't know how many of all the lower ones I'll need. That was not very good. Okay. And we need 9 more. Probably had to farm more of these just for the talents. Oh well. Thanks for the 1 bonus. Oh, I should have kept it on Dory. Whoops, that was a waste. Whatever, it's fine. It'll be used for talents, so it's not a total waste. And attributes. Ascend. Blam. There we go. And claim the wish. And sure use the 4 heroes wits. And this is going to use like almost all of my red books, I think. No, I lied. It only used half. That's good, I guess. Okay. 1865 attack now. Pretty good, but most importantly just level 80 to increase the base aggravate damage a bit. Or spread damage, sorry, in this case. Aw, so many cat noises. Alright. Alright. Teleport waypoints in the nation. Make the characters constellations for that nation. Oh, interesting. I see. I didn't know that. That's interesting to know. Good little factoid there, Rosie. / Sylveon, who translated. Okay. Hey, you also have J Cutter for your Kirara. Very nice. Let's see. Okay, let's... Talents. Oh, wait, no. No, we gotta do the Yai Gambit. Alright. Alright, so I need... The goal here... Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I need... Oh, there's not many to work with here, is there? Oh, there's not many chances. Oh, there is not many chances. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so the goal here... We need... Noisy cats. We need 1 more transits. We got 5. Yai has a 25% chance to get 1 regional character material of not the material you're crafting when you craft a material, which is to say, if I craft 2 of these, there's a 24% chance on each of them that it turns into either a guide to elegance or a guide to transience. Being that I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 chances here. I have 4 chances here. That should give us at least 1, statistically, if AI doesn't screw us, we should get 1 regional material, and there's a 50% chance it turns into a transient. Which is what we need. It's all we need. And then we got enough, and I don't even have to farm any for a while. Until I want to, like, crown her burst or something. That's going to be a while. Surely Yai won't screw me. Yai has never been known to be a troll. Crap! Dang it, Yai! Dang it, Yai, what? Frick! She gave it to me with the wrong one. Dang it, why? No, I'm gonna cope. It's fine. That gives me 9 of these, which means that's an extra chance. Okay, you know what? Yai, don't you dare do it again. Don't you dare do it again.
Okay, let's get going. The next location on my list is really far away.
We had 2. Both times that happened, there was a 50% chance we got what we needed.
No peeking at my customer's stuff.
Oh wait. No, never mind. I was gonna say Xing Cho could maybe give us some, but that doesn't really matter because we can't convert them, right? Okay. I don't think I have any other way to get that. That's really annoying.
Whoa,
That was a perfect Yai moment though. That's what I'll say. God dang it.
Perfect job.
I mean, I wasn't really Yai L. That was just Yai being Yai and trolling the daylights out of us. But yeah, that's her ability works like it's intended. Never giving you the one you want. Anyways, don't worry about English. Yeah, I kind of figured English wasn't your first your native language, Rosie. It's all good. That's why I said it was a good tidbit to you, and then thanks to Sylveon for translating. But the communication got through to someone, just not to me, because I am dumb. Anyways, Yai is attacking a teapot, because that's how she do. So, anyways, hi Anima Fungus. Do you wait for Kokomi or keep trying to get Yai's signature weapon or a Thundering Pulse for your Tignari? Probably if you're ever in a situation of like, it would be nice to have a character. Like if you have yourself thinking, yeah, I would really like Kokomi for like I want the Hydro Healer and the Kokomi's a really good unit. Especially if you have like Nilou. If you have Nilou, Kokomi's really, 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 really nice to have for Nilou. like it's the number one crux of Nilu teams right now. I'd say is also my Mora. Rip my Mora. It's the number one crux of Nilu teams right now is her need for. Not need, to be clear. Nilu has a lot of options nowadays, and you definitely don't need Kokomi, to be clear, for Nilu. But she's really nice to have for Kokomi. Or for Nilu. Kokomi is nice to have for Nilu. Anyways, Kokomi is very useful outside of just Nilu teams, to be clear. Good in freeze teams, whatever, like with Ayaka, whatnot. So it depends what you need Kokomi for. If you think Kokomi would actually be useful for you, I would definitely say Kokomi over a weapon. For sure. Yeah, stream's going fine so far, other than Yai trolling me, and now I can't. Yai trolled me, and the Parametric Transformer trolled me, and now I cannot get Kirara's skill and burst leveled up. So, oh well. I probably don't even have the Mora for it, so I guess it doesn't matter. We're just going to level her burst up for that juicy burst multiplier. And now I need more of these. Great. For how we're using I like Dory more. For how we're using Kirara, I think her skill actually makes more sense to level up today, but I'd rather level her burst up first for seeing the big number. And now I need to farm more. Fantastic. Wait.
Okay, let's get going. The next location on my list is
Look at that. I have enough. Wow. Who knew? Need 4. Okay. Do I have the Mora for this? I don't know if I have enough Mora to level her up to 8 on her bursts. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. There's that. We got 10.
Whoa, the scenery here is wonderful.
Talents. Level.
I did the perfect job.
I don't. Okay. No. Wait. No. Zoop. Ley line time. This is the first time I had to farm ley lines on this account in a while. In a long while. Dia happened. Baiju happened. I had to level up Xiangling as well. So, like, in the span of literally 2-3 weeks in this account, I went from having, like, 1,000 Heroes Wits and 1,500 red books to having, like, almost none. and having like 10 million more to no more. Fantastic. to be clear, I did crown Dia's burst, which worth, of course, but yeah, this left me a little low on resources, to say the least.
Here, right now, right here.
40k, wow. I mean, not that surprising to be clear, but I was kind of hoping her skill would get over 10k on an aggravate. It'll definitely get over 10k on an aggravate once we get her leveled up a bit more, but is what it is. Oh well. It's not bad. Claim. You know, I may as well use all of it on these ley lines, by the way. Where's the next one? Am I blind? Oh, I am blind. It's literally right over here. To give 1,500 wits and 21 million more, give me all your monies. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm literally gonna spend like the next. I'm just turn around and see a cats in a box. Oh, this character's great. I love it. What was it saying?
Right now, right here.
I completely lost my train of thought after I turned around and saw cats in a box.
Right now, right here.
I cannot remember what I was saying. Whatever. Oh well. Oh yeah, I'm just legit gonna, I think, spend the next month like farming up more. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna. Okay, this might be an overestimation. Until I get done leveling Kirara to 90, assuming I like her enough to I don't like hate her after today. I want to get her to 90, and I need to get Fischl to 90 in part for Kirara team, and I would like to get her talents leveled up, right? So until I get Kirara to 90 and Fischl to 90, and like her skill needs to be level 8, and probably her burst is gonna get crowned realistically. Ascend. Or not ascend. Level up. There we go. No more. 36,000. Nice. Oh god. I am not going to farm artifacts in this count. That's my commitment. No farming artifacts for me until I get to the point where I am done with the 2 units I'm working on for talents and leveling. So it's just going to be ley line life for me for a little while. And a little bit of bosses. Nothing crazy though. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, ley line. We got one more resin to use, I think, right? Yeah, one more resin. Alright, let's go. Kaveh is no longer priority. Look. Would you prioritize Kaveh over this? I wouldn't. I don't need those, I don't think. But yeah, no, Kaveh got sidelined because I got Dia. And then I got Kirara. So... I'm not like disinterested in him, but yeah. And Kirara at least has more like generic utility in case I just like have a need for a Dendro unit that shields, right? Like even if I don't prefer shielders, she is not useless. Nice 53k. So, you know. Why am I fighting this? Oh, because this is a ley line. Sure. Alright. Very nice. I am real kind of salty, honestly, about... I am really quite salty about not getting... Like, come on. I wanted to have her skill level 6 at least today. I guess I don't even have the Mora for it. So you know what? That's my rationalization. It doesn't matter because I don't even have the freaking Mora for it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What I will do before the shop resets, just so I don't have to farm as many freaking... I should be fine on this current. Probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should save it because I might not be... Nah, theoretically, I only need like 2,000 of this, right? Like it costs like 475 per each time this resets. It should be fine. It should be fine. I'm gonna buy. Oh, I already bought. Oh, okay. Apparently, I already bought something. Never mind. I'm not gonna buy anymore. Never mind. It doesn't matter. All right. Fine. So, already hitting at 50k at level 80. Man, her scaling is amazing. Yeah, I know. This juicy burst multiplier is fantastic. I might crown it because I think it goes over. Does it go to 1,000%? I think it goes to 1,000% at level 10. So, anyways, yep, it's fun. And this is not a build that's like meant to maximize their burst damage necessarily, to be clear, because it's spec'd more into spread damage. So this is 4 Gilded Dreams. I didn't even talk about the build yet. 4 Gilded Dreams on Jade Cutter, of course. Converts HP to attack, which is nice, especially because she ascends with HP, so she has a little bit higher base HP than normal. Or not higher base HP, but higher total HP on average than like a normal DPS unit. So she gets a little bit more bonus attack than other units would. And then, yep, 80 crit rate, 174 crit damage. ER is probably a little low. I don't think it'll be that much of a problem, though, in that team that I mentioned. With, like, Fischl and Yai will, like, both Electro Resonance and Fischl creating a lot of particles. Will create a lot of particles. And then Baiju, Dendro, you know, having a second Dendro. I think Kirara's energy will be fine. I think. Especially because she'll be on field a bunch doing this running into enemies is my basic thinking. I'm sorry. This character is the right amount of... Even if like the character's not useful. By the way, like I do quite like her skill for overworld. Like I want to be clear, Kirara is a quite good overworld character. this is useful. I don't like that her stamina doesn't regen while you're doing it. It's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. What I don't love that they did, right? They like, oh, you know, you can use her for climbing. So just as an example, this is actually here, it's killed things. So this is going to be an example of she might actually be useful for this cliff, right? Well, let's how long does it take for Yai's skills? It takes like 12 seconds. It takes like 12 seconds for all of Yai's skills to come back. So, actually no, Yai's a terrible one. Let's switch to a character that has like a really long skill cooldown. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to try to use some of the long skill cooldown to compare against for like how long it takes to climb up a cliff, right? So we're gonna stand right here, right? And then we're gonna like just climb. Actually, this is probably not tall enough. Also, this slant is maybe a little awkward, but let's see. Can you get up here with full stamina? I think you can. Yeah. So this is an example of one that like is a cliff that takes a lot of stamina to climb, but you can still get up, right? It's a fairly tall cliff. Like they tend not to put very many cliffs in the game that are this high, but and what Kirara does is she functionally basically can get you theoretically a little bit higher. Other than that, what I am annoyed about is the fact that she doesn't climb very fast. So I'm going to use Dia's skill. We're going to watch her like cooldown. What is her cooldown start at? What is her skill cooldown? We're going to use her cooldown as like a timer for how long it takes, basically. Cooldown is 20 seconds. Fantastic. Alright, that was just about exactly 10 seconds, right? So, you're going to see Kirara is probably going to take about the same amount of time to get up this cliff. And, like, why isn't it faster? Why is it the same speed? And the frustration, and you can't jump up, right? Oh, god damn it. That was a failure. Oh, I just get to wait. Obviously I'm not gonna, that wouldn't have been fair if she didn't jump on the cliff right away, so, is what it is. Alright. And there's gonna be a little bit of delay from, like, character switching or whatever here, but, like, it's, like, exactly the same time, right? And, like, on one hand, it's good that it's exactly the same time, at least. It's not slower. Like, good. But also, like, dude, really? It's a unit specifically with a climbing passive. Why isn't it better? And it doesn't really fix how, like, and like, okay, if you could do something silly, for example, like, climb an overhang, right? Like this, right? Like, you can't climb this overhang. Now I'm, like, stuck. There we go. You can't climb this. Oh, god dang it. You can't climb this overhang. So. I forgot Dia does no damage. She doesn't have the best supports in the game with her. Oh, god. Okay, it's fine. Alright. Anyways, like, if her cat was useful for, like, climbing overhangs or something, I would completely have no problem with it. The problem is it has, like, my point is, like, it's got, like, no additional utility. And this is, like, a bad example because you can just go right around it, right? But there's plenty of, like, overhangs in the game where, like, it would be really useful to have a character that could actually, like, climb overhangs, right? And, like, I don't know, it's going to take getting a, what is it going to take them making, like, a tree frog character or something to be able to climb overhangs? Like, it'd be fun, genuinely. I can see why they didn't do it, to be clear, because, like, if they want to let you climb this overhang, they'd have to do some like custom camera work and like change the way the camera functions a bit for characters like that to be able to do that. The one thing I will give, I do like, as far as climbing, this is a very minor thing that I don't care that much about. She consumes less stamina during climbing. Yeah, I know, but what use is less stamina though? My point with the less stamina thing with that cliff height, right, is like the vast majority of cases of climbing in this game, the base stamina that you have in the game is enough to climb the cliff. So consuming less stamina when climbing is not super useful. Any more than just like Candace, yes, not saying you're never useful, right? I like having Candace in my party on Polarm's account because I like Candace and because her climbing passive is occasionally useful. It lets me more liberally just, do this when climbing, right? Versus just like slowly, like I don't know. But anyway, the number one thing... Oh, we just fused. The number one thing I actually like about her climbing is that she can, like, strafe left and right just really easily. So you don't have to do, basically, right, you don't have to do either slow crawling where you do this, because this can be really janky sometimes. If you're going into any kind of edge... This is a pretty ideal wall, right? But if you're going into any kind of an edge in this game when you're climbing... That can jank out when you do that jump to the side. Her being able to just do this is really nice. I quite like it for that, I will say. That, in my opinion, is probably the... Okay. That, in my opinion, is probably the number one thing that actually makes her better for climbing. Not the speed, not the stamina reduction. It's just her like, left-right, horizontal versus vertical ability, right? It could have been better is kind of all I'm really complaining about. It doesn't feel that useful to me. I could certainly live without it. So it's mostly just useful for like, hey, it can do overworld, and in rare situations it's useful for climbing. The fact that it's consolidation, right? The fact that it's a climbing passive that functions in similar ways to like how Candace's passive or Xiao's climbing passive works. The thing is, Xiao's and Candace's passive works for the whole party, right? So you don't have to like switch to a specific character. Like if you're running around as Dia, and you have to intentionally switch to Kirara to be able to climb something. That's a slight time loss, right? But anyways, I digress. Point is, the climbing could have been done better. I feel like it should have just... The easiest change they could have done is just make it slightly faster. Just make it slightly faster. Like, they seem to have very intentionally made it be essentially exactly the same speed as just doing this, but uses less stamina, which is kind of lame. But, I don't know, again, hey, having a thing that makes climbing slightly easier in some ways, even if it's not as, like, I would have wanted it to for an ability that climbs, and having a little bit of some utility for traversal just on the ground, it's consolidation in overworld, like, navigation, so I quite like it still overall, to be clear. It's just a little bit of a bummer. It's like my only real complaint with her kit, honestly. I would complain about her burst being bad at applying Dendro, but it's fine because she functions as a Dendro shielder. She's never going to be your main Dendro applier, generally speaking, if you need a bunch of Dendro in a team. So it's fine. If you need a bunch of Dendro in a team, she's your second Dendro, right? So it does not matter, and she doesn't have insane ER needs. She functions good as a shielder. She's fun to just do a nuke with on our bursts. So I would, as a 4-star for her utility, her obvious easy utility and ease of building. And options to do silly things like DPSing her. The only real complaint I would have is that, like, if I was going to cherry pick, if I was going to make Kirara perfect, it'd be like make her climbing speed faster. Not a lot faster, just like maybe 10% faster, 20% faster, right? So that she like got to that top of that cliff in 8 seconds, 9 seconds versus Dia's 10 seconds, right? To just make it objectively better. And then I would take Kave's burst where it does like keep her like initial burst multiplier, because the burst multiplier honestly doesn't really matter that much. It's just like fun. So keep her burst multiplier, but then instead of like placing Dendro bombs around, it's Kave and it gives her infusion, so you can proper on-field spread DPS her. Because this character, I don't know, her normal attack animations and like Kave can kind of function as a 4-star and I hate them. I'd have a lot more fun with Kirara if she could function as a 4-star and I hate them, right? Like, the fluidity of her normal attack animations is pretty fantastic. So anyway, as a for a 4-star, you can fulfill a supportive unit role. I'd give her a solid like 8 out of 10. I'd say. I quite like her. I like her a lot more than Kave. Kave is interesting, and I do like seeing them do creative things with that. But realistically, he has less utility in the landscape of the game as it currently is than someone like Kirara, who is just a nice shielder and has nice overworld utility, right? So, yeah, 8 out of 10 is probably my generic rating. But don't put that much stock in the number itself because it really it's just a random number I'm pulling on my butt, honestly. It's literally just a number that like 10 means like I can't think of anything I would change with this character, and then like 9 and 8 or 9 means I'm very happy with this character and they like for what they're meant to do, and I would only change minor things, which is kind of all it is. So anyways, I'm sure someday we'll get a I don't know. The thing is, I don't know, MiHoYo might not, it might be a long time before I ever see a character like Candace, right? Like, what I would love to see, by the way, I would love to be able to properly like on-field DPS with like a Dendro infusion, right? So I'd love to see a Dendro Candace, where we can infuse Dendro characters like Kirara with Dendro, and you can proper on-field on her with normals and charge attacks, right? And getting like 20, 30k aggravates. Probably 20k is more realistic. 30k aggravates or 30k spreads are very hard to get, but anyways, without like Siege Nahida or whatever. I digress. What is happening? Okay. Give me a second. That was my external display dying again. What? I literally checked, by the way. I literally checked my. You know what? Okay, whatever. So for those that aren't aware, I have an external display that I use for like chat and like stream monitoring and whatever.
The here is wonderful.
And
Landed the perfect job.
it's nice. It's a nice small display. It sits under my main display. I can glance at it for chat, glance at it to manage the stream. But it's battery powered. Like, it doesn't have to be. I could plug it in, but I charge it to 100%. And normally it can last like 8 hours on a charge, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is what I get for buying a cheapo version of it, by the way, because there's an expensive, like the expensive version of this thing that I have. I forgot the name of the product. It's basically a laptop. I removed the computer guts from it, so it's just a screen with a keyboard and like a display input kind of thing, right? And the idea is like I can use it with my PC, I can use it with my Steam Deck if I'm traveling, so it's like nice, right? I can use it with my Nintendo Switch, but it just died. And like I had it charged to 100%. I checked the battery, but I bought it off of like AliExpress from one of those rip-off like Chinese companies that rips off more expensive brands. So the expensive version of this product is called the Next Stock, by the way. And from everything I can tell, this is just a rip-off version of the Next Stock. I'm guessing the battery, they're either reporting the battery completely incorrectly for what it actually is capable of, or this battery is real shit. Because I have not used this product for very long, and it should not die 2 hours into one of my streams. That is unacceptable. It was at 100%. Like I had it charged fully, by the way. Additional information, and this is probably part of why this has happened. I think this is happening when it's at 100%, but I left it off of the charger for a couple days, right? So like I charged it to full like a day or two ago, which means it's been at 100%, even though it wasn't being used, and the battery seems to be draining even though it wasn't being used, right? But it reported as 100% still when I turned it on. So, anyways, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't really matter for you. It just really annoys me. And I could fix this just by like plugging it in the whole time while I stream. But the problem that kind of F's up my desk space a little bit. And I don't know. Anyways, I like using Kave just so you get to look at him. That's fair. Alright, anyway, where's my stream dashboard, by the way? I gotta make that visible. And then let's go test our cat in Abyss. And see how she do. So again, I'm gonna thank you Zeiss and Eliz. bounce you out of co-op here. It's enjoyable being a cat with you. And let's go see how she works in Abyss. What? I had my fingers on the wrong keys. Alright, let's see how she works in Abyss. My intention here is to use the same team here. So the problem is, right, I might swap Fischl for Tignari. Just because, I don't know, we'll see how it feels, right? But basically, the general idea here is, you know, use Yai, use Fischl, use Baiju, and then do this with Kirara, and then probably also use her burst, of course, you know. And there you go. And there you go. Oh, Grace, you were Zeiss? Oh, nice. Didn't expect that. Thanks, Grace. We still didn't do 4 cats? Yeah, I know. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. We'll survive without 4 cats. We had 3 cats. I didn't do my dailies yet. Okay, I guess I'm doing my dailies. If you have Nilu, Kirara is amazing. Yeah, yep. That's one reason, by the way, I didn't feel that bad about leveling her, is because I knew she'd be potentially useful in Nilu teams. So like, I have more obvious utility that I can use Kirara or find use for her in the future, even if I get bored of like using her as a silly DPS character. Oh, the thing I forgot to mention. This is another minor complaint. It doesn't change my rating of Kirara, but it is definitely a complaint. Yeah, I'll mention in a second once I get away and deal with these buttholes. But yeah, her having the obvious supportive utility that like she can just slot into a team where you want some protection, right? Where you want a little bit of Dendro and you want some protection. She works for that, right?
Mind the side effects. Taking a turn for the better.
All the other ones are dead. Okay, I think I did like no damage with her there, but it's fine. With Baiju, we might get over 10k on her skill, which is nice. Alright, Baiju did not get his ER back, but that's fine. We didn't really do a full actual rotation. But anyways, so I'm going to show you the thing that you're never going to unsee. Once you see this, you'll notice it even when you're zoomed out, by the way. Do you see it? Do you see it? Why are they hexagons? Like, I look, circle on a like a modeling level. Circles are hard. Round edges are hard because like especially when you're close in like this, right? Like I'm not gonna say it has to be perfectly circular when I zoom this far in, but they look very hexagonal when I'm zoomed out too. Like those are hexagons. She's literally got hexagon tails, and use Nilu's Hydra Circle, then change to Kirara and go to cat mode for constant bloom. Yeah, this is true. We could try that, but I don't really want to F around with artifacts too much. I don't know, maybe. If you guys want to see it, I can do... if you guys want to see it, I can do Kirara as the bloom trigger instead of... anyways, but I don't... hexagons are the bestagons meme and all that from, you know, CGP Grey and all that. But, and, you know, her tail turns into a heart, so... You know what? Like, I forgive it, but also, like, it's just weird looking at it from, like, this angle, and then... Hexagons. Hexagons. And I just don't unsee it. I just don't unsee it. It's just forever hexagon tails for whatever reason, but... Anyways, it's fine. I just think, like... On PC in particular, like I'm playing on, I should be able to have the model not have it look like this. That's kind of all it comes down to. It's funny doing it with Barbara and Kuki's skills too, you know? Alright, let's finish my dailies. I have this daily again, huh? Great. Fantastic. No, come on. I play in low enough quality to ever see that. Well, the problem is, like, it's something that they probably have a relatively low polygon model, right? Because it takes more polygons to try to, like, do actual round edges. That's basically all it is. Like, when if you zoom in into any kind of curved part, it's less noticeable. But like, if you look, it's probably hard to notice on stream. If you look closely, like at the curved edges of her hair, you can see the straight lines. Like that's the polygons that are making up the model, the 3D model. And the lower resolution of the model is like in part because they want it to run on lower end hardware. But I don't know. I feel like they should really add dynamic models. Like they can have a settings option, right? They can have a graphics option for higher quality models, because they probably have a very I don't know, they don't necessarily have a model. They probably don't. They probably make one model, right? But they could make a higher polygon count version of the model, and depending on like Mihoyo's workflow, it might not be that hard for them to put a higher polygon count model into the game, right? So I don't know. It depends on the like a lot of things. I don't claim to know the insides of how they have made the game, and it might be harder than I'm thinking to do that, but in many game engines nowadays, and I don't know if Genshin runs its own game engine, I haven't researched it at all. In many game engines nowadays, it's not that hard to increase the polygon count of something like a simple thing like a tail, right? But anyways, and it's just weird. It's just weird in particular in this example because you don't notice it. Like, yes, if you zoom in, you can see the flat edges, right? Like you can see flat edge, flat edge, flat edge. But like it creates a curved enough surface that like it's whatever. It super doesn't matter to me, in my opinion. But this is just it's pretty bad. It's probably the I've never really cared that much about like polygon count in Genshin before. This is the first time I have noticed it and cared about it. It's a minor complaint, but it's a complaint nonetheless, right? It's just kind of like it's probably just like emblematic of their optimization to get it run on lower end hardware while accidentally neglecting higher end hardware in doing so, right? From a modeling standpoint, it's normally more difficult to create lower poly models. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's harder for them. They probably start with, like, that's why I was like saying, that's why I initially started with saying that they probably have a higher poly model, because there's a very good chance they start with a higher poly model and then they reduce it down as they try to optimize it, right? So it is what it is. It is what it is. That's all it really comes down to. It's fine. It's very low on my, like, if I was going to make like a tier list of Genshin complaints, it's very low on the list. Yes, Takumi's on time as always. But I mean, Takumi's on time enough that I haven't actually probably tried her in Abyss yet. So we've seen some good damage from her, to be clear, just from doing dailies and whatever and farming. But yeah, round things are very hard to manage with 3D models. Yeah, I know. It's just like, they don't have to make it that round for it to look fine. Like again, from the side, you can definitely see the flat edges. It looks fine. It's just when you're looking at it straight on from behind, which is normally not an issue oftentimes, but because of the how the camera works in this game, right? How the camera's working, we're seeing the hexagons a lot in this instance because really, because the tails, like, basically the hexagons line right up with the camera, right? And you're always seeing the camera's always behind the character, right? Like, if the camera was a little bit different in this game, right? If the camera was like this, for example, which this is not what I'm not suggesting this is a change, to be clear, but as an example, if the camera was like this, you don't notice it. As soon as we go up angle, it's perfectly fine. But the camera as it is normally, where it's like this, you notice it. And in movement, it's fine. It's fine. I should not be talking about it as for as much as it is. It's fine. I understand why it exists, because it's not easy to do high poly round things. It's just weird and noticeable when it shifts from this to this, right? And I'm talking about that because normally, like, the graphical quality of Genshin is one of the very strong points of Genshin, in my opinion. And like their 3D modeling strength for like doing 3D anime style characters. Many games and many animes don't do 3D anime style very well. So, you know, they overall are very, very, very good at what they do. I want to be clear on that front. That's why it's just like a rare exception of something that stands out as a flaw. is kind of why I'm so focused on it. It's what it comes down to.
Oz, reveal thyself.
If this was Tower of Fantasy, I wouldn't notice anything at all.
Right here.
I'd be like, why are you complaining about it? Every character looks like crap. Sorry, I don't mean to shit on Tower Fantasy that much. Maybe Tower Fantasy looks better than it did before. Tower Fantasy looked pretty crap to me when I played it. It was fine. The game was at least decent. Although I've heard it has real bad power creep. Yay. Dailies are done. Alright, now we can go to the Abyss. Show my Yai build. Yes, sure. So, I do have Kagura's. I also have C2, which makes it... C2 does not make that much of a difference for aggravate damage, in my opinion. The vast majority of the damage is not coming from constellations, I want to be clear. So, you know. But, keep that in mind. If you had the same build of Yai on the same team, even with Kagura's, right? If you don't have C2, you take like a... If it's a non-aggravate, take like 2,000-3,000 damage probably off. Or actually, if it's an aggravate or a non-aggravate, just subtract 2,000 to 3,000, maybe 4,000 damage from her damage, right? But anyway, she's triple crowned because, of course, C2. 2 glad, 2 instructors. I haven't looked at my artifacts for a while on her because it's good enough. But yeah, I mean, this could be improved. I actually got this one farming for Kirara's jobs. I don't think I have fodder for it, though. Oh, where did all this come from? This could be a minor upgrade, theoretically, for her, since I don't really need the ER. Yeah, the situation with ER is very team-dependent and weird. But... Alright, it's not dead. It's not dead. That's a low roll, but it's not dead. It could be an upgrade. If it doesn't roll entirely into crit, which it did not, it's like a 32. It's like a 32 CV. Okay. Just trying to think like if it'd be how much better it could be, right? It could roll. It could be a very minor upgrade still if it high rolls kind of thing. I don't care that much about it though. Sad. All right. Anyways, so yeah, Yaibil is pretty good. Also she has a goblet, by the way, as an interesting example. So of like both onset goblets being good. The goblet is very, very high stat value, but the crit value looks like, wow, that's a cringe goblet, right? Is what many Genshin YouTubers would say. This flower is extraordinarily good. This is a 4-line. This is a 4-line that it low rolled crit rate a little bit. This would be a 40 CV plus 2 EM rolls and a max attack roll if it had high rolled a little bit higher into crit. So it's like a 36 crit value, right? And if it had high rolled averaged, it would have been a 40. So it's only a 36, but it would have been a 40. Basically, you know, I could have very slightly higher crit on it, but it's still an incredibly good piece. And then this is a 40. This is obviously incredibly good. 1 dead stat there, but very high crit value. This is pretty good. You just saw it. And then the goblet is, right, it's only 15 crit value. Ooh, cringe. But 19% attack does a lot of work. Right? That's 4, 5, 6, 7. So this goblet has 3, 4, 5. This is a 4-line goblet too, right? Could it have rolled better? Would I have preferred it roll in a crit? Duh. No, Sherlock would have preferred crit. But don't discount goblets like these. Especially when you do something like I did, where I'm using an off-piece circlet because I have an onset goblet with 2-piece gladiators, right? I have a very good piece on this, very high stat value on this, even if it's low crit value. And then the ER doesn't necessarily do a ton, but it's not useless, so, you know. This circlet is the best circlet I have on the account. It's got 2 dead stats, of course, for Yai, but 34 crit damage? Like, yeah. So, I actually, you know, the circlet is actually maybe the one spot where there's a chance I have something with slightly higher stat value that could theoretically improve her. No, not that. No, I don't. No, never mind. Okay, no. No, I forgot. My circlet situation on this account is kind of sad. Yeah, I really don't have very good circlet luck on this account, as you can see. Yeah, this is by far my best crit rate circlet. That's for dang sure. Okay, yeah, I forgot how sad my circlet luck is. Yep. I've been playing this account for a year year and a half. Not year and a half yet, but we're getting towards a year and a half, and this is. Oh God. Okay. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. So, it's a very, very good Yai build, right? As far as like dead stat goes, depending on like again, ER is weird. So, but like 1 dead stat, 2 dead stats, that's 3 dead stats, no dead stats, 5 dead stats, right? Which is an incredibly good Yai build. And that's kind of like why, like her being so flexible with 2-piece combos and like just trying to like get as much EM as possible while having a good amount of tech and obviously good crit is kind of why like I advocate 2-piece combos, because I think like she's so flexible with different 2-piece combos, be it 2-piece EM, 2-piece attack, 2-piece electro, that I feel like people are more likely to have 2-piece combos that are better than any 4-piece you could put on her. In particular 4-piece Gilded Dreams, right? And like when comparing 4-piece Gilded Dreams, so like if I put 4-piece Gilded Dreams on her, I have this piece which is a very good piece, or I have this piece which is quite good as well. And I have, you know, this really good Gilded Feather. And I also have an attack percent timepiece, which it has low crit value, but only 2 dead stats. The EM does a lot of work there, right? And then I, of course, have decent Electro Goblet, and then I have, like, a pretty good... not that one. I have a pretty okay circlet. Two okay options for circlets. One with more EM, one with more crit, right? I'm pretty sure the crit one would be slightly better. So, like... my build on like a 4-piece Gilded Dreams Yai would not be bad, and it might actually be mathematically better if I did the calculation. But I'd rather have my Gilded Dreams pieces for other characters that can more utilize it and have and more want like the additional EM that Gilded Dreams makes, versus Yai's flexibility of scaling on attack and EM and whatever so well makes her so good with 2-piece combos that I just like why bother, right? Versus just like leaving my Gilded Dreams pieces for other characters. Also, she can work on 2-piece Gilded Dreams, right? So, you know, you get the point. But it's a good build.
Right now,
She do
right
work.
here.
Oh, I thought she was gonna do right now, right here, emerge. You're so close, guys, so close. Anyways, let's go. Let's go here. Time to finally actually test the cat. Alright, so, I discussed this team earlier in the stream. So, this team, the gimmick of this team is I thought it would be funny to do like an animals-only team, right? So, the gimmick is, you know, we got a cat, we got a fox, we got a snake, and then we got Fischl. Fischl herself is not an animal, but let's be real, you don't play as Fischl, you play as Oz. It's an animal. So, I think the team will work. We'll see. Fischl's not level 90, and Kirara's not level 90, so... Fischl not being level 90 affects the team much more than Kirara. But we'll see. We'll see how it do. Let's do... I'm just going to put Nilu on the second side. Wait, I'm buggling. I don't, man. I haven't played triple Hydro Nilu in a while, but it's fine. What's the rotation? I guess it's something like this into this, I think, into this. No. It is this into this, into this, into this, and then back to Nahida. I don't know. Nilu rotations aren't really rotations. They're just like keep an eye on application and switch to units as needed. Nahida or Kokomi is the triggers for most of the blooms in this team, and Yelan's just here for additional application. And Yelan's build is not correct for that team, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. And Tignari is another option for the all-animal team, to be clear. So Kirara, what is the rotation actually? I think it's something like Fischl into, let's do Yai into, I think we start with Baiju into Yai into Fischl into Cat. Yeah, something like that. Bye, Gamer Life. Suffering time. I'm not going to stress that much about clearing. I'm just really doing preliminary tests, especially because Fischl's not level 90. I think this team could probably work quite well with Fischl level 90. Kirara being level 90 is probably less important realistically, but you know, if needed, I can try swapping Fischl for Tighnari in particular because it depends how this feels. If I notice like the downtime in like Kirara's E being up, then I can switch to Tighnari, right? And we'll see. Did I lose viewers when I went into Abyss, by the way? How did I lose viewers when I just went into Abyss? Like, that's what the stream was for. I'm literally trying to test Kirara. Why do you people not want to see Kirara test in the hardest content possible? Whatever. I don't care. I don't understand people. Ow.
Right now, emerge.
I probably should have bursted first. That was a mistake. Okay, this is not doing very well.
Right here, right now. Dear me.
Really?
Wings of darkness. Come, sever the...
I mean, bruh. On the offside, the ER is not a problem on Baiju or whatever.
Right here. I'm always watching.
Bro, why?
Emerge. Right here.
I thought the dude went away. Never mind, it's fine.
By royal decree.
It's not Yai doing 90% of the legwork, okay? It is. It actually is.
Remember, help comes first.
Right now. Shadow Raven, let night fall. Right here, please.
Nope.
Right here. Right now.
I gotta figure out like this is like the right way to use it. Oh my god, only one ball hit.
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Odds reveal thyself.
I accidentally tapped E, whatever.
Emerge. Right here. Right now. Midnight Phantasmagoria. The doctor was seen.
Remember, help.
Emerge. Right here. Right now. By royal decree.
Oh my god, really? Bruh, die. Okay. Okay. That was pretty poor, honestly. Realistically, Kirara being level 90 would not meaningfully change that. Fischl genuinely would. Well, we're gonna continue on here. I might try with Tighnari instead of Fischl and see how much better that is. Yeah, Fischl, realistically, at the level she's at, is not doing a ton. By the way, I think Nahida might be on instructors. I don't know if I have Deepwood right now. I don't think I have Deepwood on this team. Whoops. Whoops. Let's see if it matters.
Rebuild.
I mean, it matters if Nahida dies. That's slightly not ideal. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna retry. We could try Kirara in a Hyperbloom team. I mean, I don't care. Like, yes, I could try Kirara on a Hyperbloom team. No.
Mind the side effects.
Right here.
I don't know why I didn't burst. Don't ask.
Seems like an emergency.
Odds reveal thyself. Deliver.
What? How did I end up gliding? I did not hit spacebar there. I swear to God.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Right here. Right now. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Yeah, Fischl will get way more damage than she's getting. Okay, we're gonna try what I said. We're gonna try Tighnari instead of Fischl. See how that goes. Why not Tighnari instead of Baiju? Because not only is Kirara made for damage right now on 4P's Gilded, sure, her shield is also level 1 because Yai trolled me and I couldn't level it up. So, anyways, is what it is. We kind of need him for healing, especially in Consecrated Beasts Abyss. It is kind of all it comes down to. Yeah, good luck with your painting, Douglas. Post it in the art. If you're on the Discord, post it in the art channel. I do check out that all the time. I don't comment there much, but I try to leave hearts on people's art and all that. I like seeing it. Anyways, let's make sure Nikita's on 4-piece. Yep, she's on instructors. Okay, let's let's put her on Deepwood. Boy. Candace. I guess this one. Sure. Sure. Cow squared. Why is Candace on Deepwood? I think I was actually testing Candace. I think I was actually testing Candace in a Hyperbloom team with Kirara. Infusing... Oh yeah, I was testing Candace with Kirara with Lo-Fi. It did not work very well. I don't know. I'm not saying it couldn't work well. The team variation I tried. And Candace was the one that made sense to have on 4-piece Deepwood is all it came down to. This is... Yeah, okay, we're already on 4-piece. Alright. And that. Alright, there we go. Alright, perfect. I think that's... She should normally be over 1,000 EM. Oh, it's because Baiju has the other... Yeah, okay, never mind, it's fine. Baiju has the higher ER piece, it's fine. Doesn't matter. If you're jumping while Kirara's in partial delivery mode, she'll glide automatically when her skill ends. Oh, interesting. Weird. Okay, okay. So I'll try Tignari instead of Fischl, because I do think Fischl's probably bad on that team. On like a damage delivery level. But I think with the downtime on her skill, Tignari might just feel better to play, right? Which, in my opinion, matters more, even if it's less performant. Sukars is an option as well, by the way. She's also a Fox, but anyways. Or a Kitsune, whatever. I don't know. She has Fox ears. I don't know if she's a Kitsune technically, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Baiju. No. Yeah. Yes, Baiju. Yai. And... I think we do Tignari after Kirara. So triple Dendro, let's go. Yeah, it's not going to burst much in this team, but it's fine. And... We'll do triple Hydro again, why not? Triple Hydro is a harder variation of Nilou teams to play, to be clear. But I quite enjoy triple Hydro, so...
Turn for the better.
Right here.
Really?
Emerge. Right here. Right here, please.
Oh, my bad.
I'll uproot you.
Yeah, I don't know whether to do... I think actually probably a Tignari before... Really? A Tignari before... How do you not have your burst up?
Seems like an emergency.
Oh my god, stop.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
I'm playing this one bad, but, you know. Before the cat makes more sense, realistically, probably.
Emerge. Right now. Is right here. Nothing lasts forever.
I hear
Wrong button. Whatever it's saying. Really?
Remember,
This is really bad. I just did this bad. I don't know. Die, please. Die, please. There you go.
mind the side effects. Seems like an
Why does Baiju have more ER issues in this team? Bruh, stop. Stop. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't... okay, I was wrong. I thought there'd be like time where it made sense to feel like you could rotate to Ignari. Honestly, it doesn't really feel that way. It feels like... Really? I got kicked out of parcel mode from the freaking beasties.
I'm always watching. Right now. Right here.
mind the side effects. Remember, help comes
Yeah, this team is feeling worse to play to me than the other team did. I think it's doing worse too. That might be my misplace, to be clear. The doing worse part might be my misplace, but... Like, oh my god, can you stop interrupting me?
Right here.
One with the force.
That was pretty bad. Kirara on a Nilu team and Fischl on a Tighnari team. That's not what I'm doing, Simon Deep. I'm doing all animals team. I'm gonna go back to the official team. Yeah, I think that's to the official team. I don't know. I might play around with that more. I don't know if you guys want to see more of that one, but yeah, the triple Dinder one didn't. I don't know. It just didn't feel like I had a good time, like a good way to switch between our. Normally, when I play a team, I can get a pretty good feeling of like, you know, as you go through a bunch of rotations, like I was there, right? And they use characters' abilities multiple times, you feel like, okay, now is the time I can use Tighnari. Now is the time I can use Kirara. Right? Both of them would want to be on field for a little bit of a time. And they felt like they were conflicting with each other too much there, but I might mess around with them more. There might be an ideal way to do it to make it feel good, but I generally like having teams that just intuitively feel nice and flexible to play versus whatever. So, and the official one didn't feel bad, right? The official combination didn't feel bad at all. It just it's just that we don't have official leveled up that much. So once official's level 90 and Kirara being level 90 as well would help a little bit. I think this team genuinely is probably perfectly capable. Not necessarily the best team you can make. I don't want to say like you should go and aim for getting this team specifically, but if you happen to have these units, it's just like a fun gimmicky all animal team. That's kind of all. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. But yeah, I'll try. I can try Kirara in a Nilu team to be clear, but right now I'm just trying the gimmick team, just for the funsies.
mind the side effects. Making a turn for the
Stop! Kind of hate these enemies.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
This abyss sucks. I really hate this abyss. I think the smart thing to do, by the way, is definitely end in this team is to end.
seems like an emergency. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Right now. Right here.
Kirara early, unfortunately, and the reason for that is just because
Emerge.
you can switch to Yai, right? Yai has this thing where if you want to use her burst optimally, and with Yai and Fischl together, and especially because I have C1, but even Yai and Fischl together without C1, you don't need many ER stats to get Yai to rotate, or to get her burst every rotation. So, really, stop interrupting me.
Remember, health comes
So, oh my god, stop. These fucking enemies. I'm so sick of fighting these things. The ending Kirara's burst early to do this, right? And then optimally do this, because you optimally want to do Yai's burst if you don't want to waste field time. You want to do that right before her skill totems end. And as from what I can tell how this team is feeling thus far, Kirara spends too much time in her cat mode for you to be able to do that without ending it a little bit early.
Emerge.
a bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
Odds reveal time. Right here. Right now.
I should use a burst, but oh, I did a tap, didn't I?
Right here.
That was pretty bad, to be clear. I think Fischl being level 19 might genuinely save like 20 seconds plus there. This is a particularly brutal abyss, to be clear, which wants... The easiest thing for this abyss on the first team in particular is just a strong AoE team and a strong AoE team on both sides. Chamber 2 and 3 are slightly different, to be clear, but it's odd.
Yourselves at home.
It worked better than I expected, honestly, for the not as leveled up as some of the units are there.
Dances for you.
Busted. Take it easy. Here comes the catch.
I see everything. Positions.
Gotcha.
Hold the line. Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge.
Ow.
Dance with the waves.
God, let me use my abilities. God, I hate these enemies.
Quiet now. These are about to get dicey.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother trying to restart these battles. Oh, I fucking hate these enemies. I enjoy. Again, honestly, the problem is like I actually enjoy these enemies in some ways. I enjoy these enemies in some ways. I don't know why. I need to have Nahi to live. The problem, the problem is the design of the Abyss and the fact that like they do these same enemies for 6 weeks, right? Like, having to do this for 3 cycles in a row, it just gets old real fast. And you have this shit where these enemies, the fact that they move you around and push you is one thing. It's like honestly not that bad on a fundamental level, except they push you against the walls of the Abyss and you just get stuck and then your camera goes fucky and you're just like looking like this with shit all in your face constantly. You can't do anything. It genuinely is like they didn't play test it at all. Like the concept of the beast would work better in Abyss if there wasn't stupid fucking walls. By the way, I should, you know what, let's try to do this slightly better. I was trying to go fast in the Consecrated Beast a little bit with the Nilu side, and I can just slow down to try the Kirara team
Right now.
in the other chambers. Ow.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
One problem here, I'm not getting...
What a miss.
Oops. Whoops. I'm not getting... Die, please. Thank you. Do.
Bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
2 Baiju skills every rotation, but it seems to not be mattering. No, I guess, yeah. I'm having more ER issues with Kirara than Baiju, which is interesting. But
I'm always watching. Come on now. Emerge. Right here.
I don't know why I did. Can you really? Nope. Now, okay. Well, I don't know what I effed up there that I don't have.
Phantasmagoria. A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Right now. Right here. Emerge. By royal decree, I summon thee.
Taking a turn for the better. No rest for the wicked.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Bro, die. Okay, there we go. That was the best clear I've had so far, and it just played... All I did was play slightly better at the beginning mostly, and then I played slightly better in the Consecrated Beast, so, you know, that worked. And again, right, Official is strong. I haven't done, like, a calculation for the team, to be clear, but... Oh my... Bro. But... Heal me a little bit. Actually, I want you guys. Don't.
Cheap tricks.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Whatever. Alright, there Really?
A brash
Bro,
maneuver.
these fucking enemies.
Dance with the waves.
I don't even care about 3-star.
On both hands. Billowing surge.
When the other team doesn't have properly leveled official whatever, I'm not gonna bother 3-starring.
Committed to memory.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Hold the line.
I can also play an easier to play. I could definitely just play a easier to play Bloom team and play better. The fact that Blooms weren't blowing up there obviously means I didn't have the passive up, but it's fine. I just wanted to get on to the next chamber to test this team. We can test Kirara again in the Bloom team. I just want to try this team first. This is the team I'd honestly be more interested in using Kirara in long term potentially. So, and it gives me more of a reason to level up official. I've been intending to try to level up anyways, which is good. And then yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna have official level 90 by the time this abyss ends, obviously. So, how much of a difference will it make? I don't know. But genuinely, official's damage output can be very, very high. And like realistically, official and Yai will be doing most of the damage on this team, not like Kirara. Kirara would just be the fun having a cat box on field and providing a little bit of shielding, and arguably Kirara in full shielding mode, and then having not Baiju in the 4th slot. Nahida, right? No, this team is better if it's the same team, but then Nahida in the 4th slot, right? Instead of Baiju. Like a lot better. But it's fine. Particularly because I don't necessarily love constantly using Nahida in Dendro teams, because then I can't do the other side of Abyss with Nahida like I'm doing here, right? So I intend, I think, to stick with this team. I think it feels pretty good, even if I've not been great at it. Also, I'm glad I kind of forgot about this bottle, but I'm glad I brought official. Blam. What happened? There we go.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes.
I thought I'd switch the
Right
eye.
now. Right here. Coming through. Red delivery. Midnight Phantasmagoria. A sight to behold. Emerge. The doctor was seen.
Seems like an emergency.
Yeah, kind of. My energy is kind of all goofed because of my initial
Royal decree.
goof.
Winds of darkness. Come. Step. Right now. Right here. Right now.
Ow.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes.
Right here. That.
I don't know why I did that. I didn't even hit her with my skill. God dang it, man.
Show them. Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Emerge. Right now. The doctor was seen. Odds revealed by.
Like, it's not even necessarily better leaving Kirara on field for very long versus leaving Yai on field in this team, to be clear. But it's fine. I think my chat's been broken for a while, by the way. Yep, it was. Player's biggest enemy, the camera. Oh, yep, okay, yep. You don't have to fully charge the shot. I find that the aiming, I don't know why, I find that the aiming in Genshin, it janks out if I don't aim, like charge my aim. It's probably just psychological, to be completely honest. But anyways, it's fine.
Make yourselves at home. With all my strength. This dance is for you.
Busted. Quietly now.
Allow me.
Bro.
I see everything. Rest and rebuild. Torn, bring refuge. Yeah. Allow me.
Busted.
I'm playing a little bit weird because I was trying to heal characters.
Your coming was foretold.
Be over here. How did I not hit you?
Game's up. Time's over.
Where do you think you're going?
Temple of Wisdom.
Busted.
A coconut
No.
Hold
Don't
the
I?
line. Commit it to memory. All eyes on me. Position.
The eternal awaits.
Hey, I 3-starred. Nilu, go. Oh, God. Damage percent for skill. Sure. I mean, that'll buff Yai and Kirara, so we'll take it.
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
By royal decree. Right now. Emerge.
Oh, it did. Okay, good.
The doctor was seeing. A sight to behold. Right here. Right now. Right here.
Nah, yep, I did. I figured I did a little bit late.
Midnight Phantasmical. Remember, health comes first.
Right now. Right here.
Yeah, I haven't quite nailed the feel of the rotating between all the units, and I probably need a little bit more ER on Kirara in particular, but...
Right now.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Butthole? There you are.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
What are you doing?
Taking a turn for the better.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Right here.
Mind the side effect.
Oh, crap. Where'd you go?
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Emerge. Right here.
Blam. Yeah, kill it with Kirara Burst. Kirara Showcase. It's not. It's kind of a Kirara Showcase. It's me testing a gimmicky team with her. I'm having fun trying to try her as a DPS with Jade Cutter, Vorpy's Gilded Dreams. She's only level 80, so she's not getting that much damage. And realistically, I think in that team, Yai being on field is probably better than her being on field. And I just mentioned it, you didn't see Noodle. That team with Baiju is probably a better team if I just put her on like Catgirl Kirara on a normal shield build, and then swap Baiju for like Nahida. But the gimmick of that team is all animals, and it's fun getting some big damage numbers from her. So yeah, that's why. That's what I enjoy doing in this game. This one in time.
Everyone hold hands.
I did not hit the one.
Hey. Make yourselves at home. Here.
Yulon might die, by the way. Ooh, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Allow me. Covenant of the deep. Hope.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I know I'm applying Hydro and not Dendro, but I didn't want to die. Still might die.
Sharing my knowledge.
I really want... Oh, I did heal. Okay. Trying not to die here.
With all my strength.
Yeah, triple Hydro, Nilu is not like a team I actually recommend.
How was I so...
Yeah, that's why. It's strong. Whoa, boy. But it is a lot harder to play. But it's also my favorite Nilu team, so I don't know. If you wanted like a high investment Nilu team to go for, you know, it's Nilu, Kokomi, Nahida, and then Xingqiu or Yulon. Xingqiu and Yulon are relatively interchangeable. Yulon is better because the point of having Yulon is like to increase your single target damage. But Xingqiu is a little bit better for Hydro application to saturate Hydro. But it's a team where you like gotta situationally pay attention to what's going on, and try to make sure you apply the right elements. Usually you want to on-field Nahida in that team and like normal attack, charge attack with Nahida. But anyways, you die real fast if you don't pay attention and manage your health well and whatever. So it's a satisfying team to play with Nilu teams. It's probably my favorite one because of how satisfying it is to nail and it feels a bit punishing. Anyways, we 3-starred Chamber 2 and Chamber 3. We were close to 3-starring Chamber 1, but I gave up on it because it's Chamber 1 and this Abyss just sucks. I didn't feel like optimizing my play around it. especially when like we're accidentally neutering the team with official. But honestly, I quite liked how that team felt. Again, not necessarily the best variation of this team. You can tweak things on it to make it better. But the gimmick is it's an all-animal team. I named the team Animal Attack. It lets you DPS and get a bunch of damage with Kirara. And once I have her skill both leveled up a bit, which is not going to hugely increase her damage multipliers because it's a pretty small multiplier for that. Her final hit is relatively large, but leveling up it will at least help for shielding. I probably need a little bit more ER, realistically, so swapping to, say, this piece might actually help Kirara a little bit. But honestly, it felt like more just like rotational issues than probably anything else going on. Whoops, I just clicked into my thing back. There we go. Okay. So, you know, and I might have, do I have a better crit damage circlet with more ER than this? I probably don't. Oh, I have this. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that actually might fix it, right? If I need to. If I play this team more as I play, I'll probably try this team in the New Abyss, honestly. When that happens, what does that happen? The first is Thursday next week. All right. I will probably have a stream Thursday next week, and I'll probably be doing this team. Official will probably be level 80 at least by that time, but I doubt we'll have either of them to level 90. So we'll see how it goes. And I have no idea what the Abyss cycle is going to be like when it resets, but it's going to be something different. So even if it has Consecrated Beast, it's going to be something I'm going to enjoy more because it's at least going to be a different situation to deal with. But yeah, I can throw this on her to fix her ER a bit. And that's kind of all it comes down to. I'm losing quite a lot of attack, but it's not the end of the world. And hey, I'm getting HP, which gets converted to attack anyways. Well, actually, this is the same amount of HP, actually. So I just noticed this is a 0 dead stat circlet for her, technically. That's probably why I put it on her. But anyways, this is losing the attack, but getting ER and getting a little bit crit rate. So it's kind of I'd say it's a upgrade if it lets me burst more consistently. So, and more crit rate isn't bad, obviously. But yeah, it would take her to like 120 ER, which might be all she needs. But most of the ER issues there, I think, honestly, just felt like because I goofed up once in ending the cycle, and then didn't have energy for the start of the cycle, and then I didn't really properly try to restart it. Right, when you have that happen, you have to like just take a few seconds, use some skills, and don't use any bursts to try to get all your stuff back, and then restart like normal, right? So. It's a relatively rotational tight team, which is not my favorite necessarily because, right, like having to like pay attention to like when I need to switch to Yai, and also by the way, not just switching to Yai, but I want to. She has this thing right where she'll automatically do her final hit, this max urgent Neko parcel, or sorry, the flip cost strike, no, not that, the flip cost strike damage, right? That hit generates extra particles. And only happens either automatically at the end or if you press E, right? She does that. That was the flip claw right there, right? So you can press E to end it early or do that. So I can't just, use this and then switch out. I have to use the ability. I have to use her skill, hold for as long as I think is for the right amount of time, and then do E, and then switch to Yai, burst with Yai right as her totems are ending, right? So the rotation would be something like, I'm not going to use bursts, but, if I do like Baiju EQ, we're just kind of simulating EQ there, UE, U3E, and now I should have theoretically 12 seconds to be able to do this. And then flip thought, and then I should be able to Yai, right? And then you see, yep, right as I switched to Yai, her totem started expiring. So I think what I gotta do, which means like I like more rotationally free teams, but that was not how I was rotating it. That's just how I realized I need to rotate it. So I think it has to be Baiju into official, into Yai, into Kirara, and as soon as Kirara E's end, I need to automatically go to Yai, burst with Yai before a totem expires, and then I can 3E again. But then the second rotation is going to be weird, right? Because, oh, no. Sorry, no, I can just not 3E right away with Yai, because then I can just switch back to Baiju EQ. Yeah, so I think this team is just like one of those consistent rotation teams, right? Which actually I can test that real quick. we'll test that how it feels. So I'm just gonna try to stick to a specific rotation rather than trying to just freeform it. I prefer like free-flowing teams that just like function as you just use character abilities randomly. They just feel better to play to me. Particularly in abysses where enemies are constantly interrupting what you're doing, like this one. But that doesn't mean it's the optimal way to do things, right? And this team, oftentimes in this game, if you want characters to work well together, you want to try to rotate properly, right? So, anyways, so Baiju into Fischl, and I will get Fischl leveled up. And this is not to say like it feels bad to play or anything, right? It feels good to play, actually. I quite like it. Yes, hi Nozomi. I don't know if I said hi to Nozomi. Welcome Nozomi. Nozomi's a pretty long-term viewer. Okay.
Mind the side effects.
What? No. Let them jump to you, you dumb brain. You know this by now. So yeah, let them jump to me. Baiju EQ, Fischl E, Yai 3E, Kirara QE. The Q into E might actually cause a little bit of a problem. So I might need to end the Neko parcel like very close to the end of its duration kind of thing. Because of the burst animations.
Taking a turn.
Odds reveal the emerge right here, right now. A sight to behold.
Yeah, okay. I had an extra second there, so I didn't need to actually do that when I did it.
Bitter pill to swallow.
Alright, and then
Health comes first.
rotations don't perfectly line up there,
Shadow Raven.
but it wasn't bad.
Emerge right now, right here. Here, please. I'm always watching.
Okay, yeah. I got Baiju's burst back, and then, yeah. I don't know, that feels pretty good. Like I said, Kirara probably needs a little, I'm not going to F with the beasts, but I don't know, that was, what, 2-3 rotations there? That was 2-3 rotations there, and what I just mentioned there were Baiju EQ into Fischl, into Yai, and by the way, Fischl, if you want to maintain uptime there, if you didn't notice, is like switching between E with Fischl, and then I had to burst with Fischl the second rotation, so alternate every other rotation is burster E, right? Is probably how that would work out, but I'm actually not super familiar with playing Fischl, so there might be a more optimal way to use Fischl there. Don't quote me on that. And of course, Yai 3E into Kirara burst, hold E, and then try to flip claw just before the end of her Neko parcel to save me enough time to switch to Miko, burst with Miko, switch to Baiju, restart the cycle. That actually felt pretty good. So, and if I had kept on doing that with the Consecrated Beast, like I'm pretty sure that on the robot phase there, that was the best we did against the robot phase. So, this team actually feels pretty good to play. I'm glad, particularly because it also lets me get some amount of value out of Baiju, other than just Baiju and my jank Nilu variation with him. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm quite happy with it. I'm gonna finish leveling up Fischl. Well, not finish this week, but I'm gonna level up Fischl at least to. Why is Fischl on 4-piece Thunder Reaver, by the way? I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine because it gives her more skill uptime or something. I don't know. Fischl on Thunder Reaver doesn't necessarily make sense, but whatever. I'll work on that later. I don't know. I probably just was swapping 4-piece Thunder Reaver artifacts. I don't remember. It's fine. 4-piece Thunder Reaver certainly works on her. It does increase overload damage or whatever, or overload damage, increase aggravate damage, right? So it's good. But anyways, and maybe it's better than maybe the skill cooldown is actually relevant because what's her skill cooldown? 25 seconds. Yeah, that I don't know. It's possible that skill cooldown reduction may actually be more relevant than I think. So, yeah, it was oddly satisfying. Starro was oddly satisfying, or this team was oddly satisfying, but. Yeah, I don't know. The way this team feels, and then being able to just run into enemies with cat box is pretty good. I might make an actual edited video on this. So I was hoping that if this team played well, I was planning on making a video. So I think I'm gonna level Fischl at least level 80, and I might make a video about it. But maybe in the next Abyss cycle. Obviously, my account is a little bit has higher monetary investment So like Miko constellations are helping slightly. But on this team in particular, honestly, the constellations aren't really doing that much. The Miko constellation's helping a lot. Kagura's I did not spend money for. I did a YOLO 10 pull on Yai's first banner, and I got Kagura's, so that was just lucky. I never wailed for Kagura's. So, anyways, the other team though, the Nilu team, obviously was a. I don't know, that team does have Nahida helping a bit and Ki. Okay, the other team is a little bit more wailed out, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll test this in a future Abyss cycle and see how it goes. And again, I don't know. If you guys want to see Kirara in a Nilu team here, I can test quick, but honestly, it's going to work fine. The smartest way to use Kirara in a Nilu team is not to put EM on her necessarily. It's probably to put... I'm having a stroke. I don't know why I'm stroking so much. HP on her. And just build her to try to tank. Because, like, she's got a Dendro shield, right? So her Dendro shield absorbs Dendro damage. Where does it say it? Yeah, this shield will absorb Dendro damage with 250% effectiveness. So she can actually be really good for just, like, your unit that absorbs all your damage in Nilu teams, right? And if you build her well enough, you probably don't need to worry about a healer on her team, potentially. Or you could get away with just having Barbara, right? You could do Kirara, Nahida, Nilu, and like Barbara, right? But then Barbara on full EM, not have to worry about Barbara's healing. Like Barbara's healing plus Kirara's protection with her shield is probably perfectly enough for a Nilu team kind of thing. I don't have a specific need to test that because I know it'll work well. But it's just how Nilu do. If you use Kirara as a trigger, then you're doing basically what I was doing, where you want to do triple hydro. The problem with using Kirara as a trigger is now you want sources of hydro that are being applied that aren't from normal attacks, because Kirara's box mode, when she's applying a bunch of Dendro to different enemies, can be useful. But you'd want to rely on like Nilu's ring plus Barbara's ring, I guess. So it'd work, I think, to use her as the trigger, but it's not so ideal. So, anyways, you agree that Xingqiu is the most broken character in the game? I wouldn't say broken character. I think he is... It's weird. It depends how you describe, like, right? The thing is, like, Hydro is involved in, like, all the, like, the most important reactions in the game, right? Freeze is very nice. Not in many recent Abysses, but Freeze is very nice and quite strong. You got Vaporize, right? Vaporize is strong. Forward Vape is fun, but more it's just... it's reverse vape, right? So like with Hu Tao vape or Shangling vape, right? And then of course now we have Dendro reactions where Hydro is a core component of like Hyper Bloom version teams, right? And many Dendro team variations make use of having Hydro and just creating Bloom cores, right? And doing something with... She can mine rock. Okay, wait. No, we gotta go check on harder to mine rocks than that. I assume it's like, yeah, normal sword things with that. I should have held. Whoops. Okay. She instantly mines that. Does she instantly mine these harder to mine rocks? But yeah, Xingqiu has an incredibly high amount of value. And he does have a lot of things that I would argue make him kind of broken. But his unintuitiveness to build for new players lower his rating for me a little bit for just describing him as a broken character, because I don't like just describing characters as broken when they take like a lot of intention to use right? Does that make sense? Bruh, frick, God, no, against targeting, whatever, like, I wanted to use the claw on, not that, but whatever, it's fine.
By royal decree.
Alright, Fischl still does a walloping, even without, with her being level 7. Okay, it instantly broke the other rocks and did nothing to this rock, really? a max Xingqiu E will do a lot of damage. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter for like overtime contribution because of its long cooldown. And like you're not always going to be vaping it necessarily. So yes, it can do a lot of damage. Okay, well, I don't understand why. I don't understand why she does like nothing to this rock, but then she instantly broke the other rocks. But maybe that's the case with other characters. I just never noticed that before. I don't know. I don't mind rocks that often. Maybe I should. I don't know. Anyways, I'm quite enjoying DPS here. That's all this really comes down to. The only real problem is I took Jade Cutter from Bennett. I just need another Jade Cutter. No, I took Jade Cutter from Bennett, but it's fine. Bennett can work fine on Freedom's Horn. Or any other weapon. I could literally put him on Prototype Rancor and Bennett works fine. So I'm not too salty about it. I should finish leveling up Sapwood Blade for Bennett, honestly. Anyways. Kirara plus Nilu, a bunch of balloons. Yeah. No, it'll definitely work fine. She definitely works for Nilu teams. She's a good option for Nilu teams, but I don't know. If I make a video on Kirara, I might include Nilu teams, but if I make a video on Kirara, it's probably going to be about this team once I get official at least level to level 80, if I can like 3-star properly on the first Chamber of Abyss. So, I don't know, I quite like it. I like her a lot. She has more obvious utility than someone like Kaveh. Kaveh is interesting, and I like his design. They did like something creative with him, but it's also not like that useful. And it's actively harmful for his inclusion in many Dendro teams, right? So her just being a Dendro shielder is good. She has a little bit of field time requirements if you want her to be the one applying Dendro, but you don't have to use her like that. Most of the time you would just... The optimal way to usually use her to try to get max stacks, I believe, is to hold her skill, and then do you hold her skill, you run into enemies a couple times, it generates a particle, and then you do her E right away to exit out, and you switch off, right? Yeah, so that's kind of it, so... Got 3 Yunjins and no Kirara. Yeah, I'm sorry. I risked 1 10 pull for her, and I'm very happy to get her. I have liked her way more than I thought it would. That's kind of my ultimate conclusion on this lady. So, anyways, does anyone? I forgot to look at the timestamp. I'm gonna switch to Star Rail before I end the stream. Does anyone have a timestamp for when I started actually testing DPS Kirara, like on my main account? Timestamp. I think it was around like the 1 hour mark. I'll look through it on my own. Stamps for Kirara. But if someone knows, let me know. 1, 2. I'll just put a note, sorry, to 251. Actually, I'll say 252. Alright, I'm gonna go to Star real quick. Let me black this out. No, I mean that was blacked out, but I meant to turtle. Alright, I do have something special for Star Rail. Well, not that special. It's wishing content. I got wishing content for you guys. Also, as far as wishing content goes, I'll have more wishing content tomorrow. I had some... My Sunday video, I was plotting something else, but then a more lazy option showed up that it involves spending money. Not in Genshin. Wait, no. Technically in Genshin, but not in my accounts. So I'll just spoil the video for you guys since you're wonderful live viewers. I spent $100 on my friend's Genshin account because she started playing again recently. After playing Star Rail, she decided to start playing Genshin again, and something funny happened to her that she describes at the beginning of the video. And I felt bad, and it feels less bad spending money for someone else than it does for yourself, right? So like, I don't know. It didn't feel that bad to me to spend $100 on her account. And as long as the video does okay, I should get my money back. Because the Star Rail video, by the way, like Star Rail through my partner company, through Yomi Holic, they do not give me any bonus money for Star Rail right now. So whether or not like the $200 for Star Rail paid off was completely dependent on ad revenue. It has at this point, which is good. But yeah, the Genshin one is less risky because it really doesn't need to perform super well for it to break even. So that was my logic. So anyways, you get more wishing content. I gave Mihoyo more money, but for the sake of a friend, and hopefully it is an enjoyable video. I think it is. Oh frick! I just I bungled this. Let me fix this. Does this go back to? No, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. Yeah, there we go. Fixed. Okay. 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 You have 0 wishes for Kazuo. You're at 1 pity and guaranteed. How can I get him? I mean, grind all you can, Carlos. That's all the advice I have, unfortunately. Grind all you can. Do all the events. You should have saved up more ahead of time, maybe. It's mostly you can math this thing and plan these things harder. You gotta like be smart, unfortunately. It's the nature of the game of gacha is they're trying to make you wish as much as possible, such that you might spend money, right? And if you've already grinded out everything from the game, and let me bring this up. There we go. Blam. If you've already grinded out everything from the game and you don't have, whoop. Actually, wait. Let's bring that back. Blam. So let me check something quick. I gotta make sure I don't have. Okay, good. Good. Okay. All right. Blame Starro, by the way, for being jank with recording. I still have to do screen recording for Starro. It just does not record properly. It still has like the weird problem where like it plays fine, but if I record it full screen, it starts janking out. So I have to do display recording on like a portion of my screen in window mode. It's so freaking annoying. So, anyways, yeah. Hopefully the video tomorrow is good. And Carlos, best of luck getting your Kazuha. But in the future, just do the math. Like there's pretty consistent amounts of wishes that you get per month or per patch, and you can plan out things, right? If you're free to play, it definitely is rough because you can realistically only guarantee probably one specific 5-star with losing a 50-50, right? Every few months. But you can plan around that, right? That's my advice. You gotta be smart, do it math. How are you level 50? I'm like 35. I've played since launch. I've done dailies since launch. I haven't spent much of my stuff. That was a long time to load that. I haven't spent much of this. I spent like maybe 5 of them or something. I don't know exactly. I've spent a few of them, not a ton though. But yeah, I got 9 Starro passes, and I should be able to ascend Welt. We just need to farm this 3 more times. So I should get a 10 pull on the standard banner. We are not at... Oh, great. Okay, well, guess what? I'm going to use another thing. I guess I'm using one of these because I want to get that wish. Whatever. It's fine. Let's go farm these. Blam. Yeah, I don't know, the dailies in this game, like, I really appreciate how, like, if you want to just log in, use your shit, it takes very little time in this game. Like, most of the time, like, I've just been, having this game, set it on autoplay, like, go have it farm whatever, right? Have it on autoplay. I just have to tab into it while I'm, like, doing my Genshin dailies on one of my accounts, right? And then tab back into this. Let it do its thing, and it takes usually like 10 to 15 minutes at most. It really takes very little time, and I don't even have to have the game active to do it. So, yeah, I don't know. You're gonna skip whole of 1.1. I mean, if you want to skip, use skip, but I don't know. If you're playing a gacha game, then you kind of have to continue playing it every day if you want to have a realistic chance as a free-to-play ever guaranteeing any character. But anyways. Can you not be a dip and debuff my characters?
Better late than never.
I'm fine.
I'm okay. 1,000 wonders. Fight is fun.
You know nothing of survive.
I really need to get Welt to have some good artifacts, by the way. But also, this is kind of loud.
Leave it to me.
Really? Really?
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Yeah, autoplay and have a copy. Exactly, exactly. Have I not? I didn't use...
Don't mess with me.
I didn't use Tingun's skill. Whoops. Also, Welt is almost dead. I've not been paying attention. Whoops. For Yukong that was announced, you don't really need Mishalocha. Oh, is that what you mean by skipping the whole 1.1? You mean skipping wishes? I thought you meant skipping playing. My bad. Really don't. This boss is annoying as shit, by the way. I forgot to use her skill again. I'm so used to using her skill in the beginning and then like not using her for 2 rounds, whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Welcome, customers. Don't mess with me. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Real? I didn't crit? She was on her 50% HP. For reference, we're Lycone. I have this Lycone that gives extra 60% crit when she's... I have like 76, 80% crit rate. She's under 50% HP. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
Better late
Stop,
than never.
stop imprisoning my characters.
What a headache.
You dick.
Don't mess with who's next.
There we go. Anyways, I need to get Welt to have some better artifacts. He's kind of fallen behind. The reason he doesn't have better artifacts yet is because I've been trying to passively, occasionally farm. Let's just do this.
To raise your spirits.
And then I've been trying to passively farm. I didn't get your burst max. What the heck, Sela? How do you have 119 energy? Does she genuinely have 119 energy? She has 119 energy. Why? Why? Really? Also, I just realized something's... No, is it jank? No, it's fine, Okay, sorry, I was looking at my stream preview and I thought something was not correct. No, it seems fine. Okay. He was 190 energy. What the f... Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I want, I am planning to wish on Luca, whatever his name is. Thank you for charging my burst. That is appreciated. I'm gonna do this one.
Among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Good. 45,000 damage. That was a lot. That's the highest I've seen when she has been in a normal situation. Like, not against, like, weekly boss getting bonus damage, whatever. Or less defense on the boss kind of situation. Stop. Shouldn't well for C6 for the extra 10 energy. I mean, I actually did a 10. I did an extra 10 pull on Jingyuan banner after I did the summon video because I decided, you know, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I want all the Tingyun constellations.
I'm gonna try something else.
If I get a Tingyun on the next 10 pull, I will continue wishing. And I did not get a Tingyun on the next 10 pull. Alright, no more Tingyuns for me.
Welcome, customers. Yeah, on first shot. Don't mess with me.
I don't know if it's under 50% HP, but crit please.
Illusions of the past. Friends.
Crit. Didn't kill it. It's fine. Wham. There we go. That went better. Anyone want to talk about Yukong literally being super speed Sonic? What? What do you mean?
We're in trouble now. 1,000 wonders to fight it through.
Yes, I plan to go for Locha. Hopefully I will have... Oh, well, I'll definitely have enough for Pity. Hopefully I will have enough to guarantee, because he seems useful. I don't know. Well, if I go to Pity and I get a Bailu, I might reconsider going for Lucha after that point, but it depends. I also quite like the 4 stars on his banner, because he has Shinkui. I really appreciate, by the way, really appreciate that Mihoyo has decided to just reveal all the 4 stars for the patch beforehand. That is a nice change from Genshin, to be able to plan things. Oh my god, can you stop? So yeah, Shinkui, and then I probably pronounced her name wrong, by the way, I know. Hey, you died, good.
Fall into misery.
You die, please? Yeah.
I'll
But who else is it? Pella, and then of course Yukong. So I quite like the Locha banner, and that's the banner I wanted to wish on. So the win-win for me basically. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I would like Locha, and if I don't get the 50-50, if I lose the 50-50 and I get a Bailu, I might reconsider using the guarantee for him, because then you're right, they're both healers, right? So I don't know if I'd need a Natasha leveled up and a Bailu and a Locha, right? Is kind of my thinking, even if the Imaginary isn't nice. And Locha might have things that are better in his kit about that for like healing and team utility with Imaginary and whatnot than Bailu. But you get the point. You get the point. Can you just die, please? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciated. Alright, that should be enough.
We make a
Jin,
pretty good team.
it's Tachinchue? Chinchue? Yeah, I apologize. I'm probably never gonna pronounce it correctly, but yeah. She's weird, and I obviously don't have her leveled up right now at all. I already have, but I believe she gets substantially better with her Eidolons, right? So regenerates energy, whatever level up, skill is used. So in case you're not familiar with her, she's like RNG character, and she's an AOE, and she's quite good at like quantum break. It's quite strong. But anyways, character skill is used, 25% fixed chance to gain whatever effect when you launches a follow-up attack. So this just makes her even better at like breaking and more quantum damage. Like that's just good. And then 6 is recover skill points, this is very important potentially, because the problem with using her is like you're kind of gambling when you use her skill. You immediately draw 2 tiles and you're hoping they match so that you can do big damage basically. And if they recovering a skill point essentially just mitigates the risk of doing that heavily. So I would love copies of her. Pella seems not bad to have copies of. The only downside is I already kind of have. No, I forgot. I only had freaking 2 of her. Never mind. Okay, so she's not bad to get either for me. Ice res is weird and niche, but not necessarily useless. Ice res reduction, and then additional ice damage. Honestly, Pella's constellations don't seem that relevant to me specifically. I think I already have her important ones. It seems like this is not very good either. Honestly, Pella's seems kind of bad. Speed seems not bad. This seems niche useful, and then this seems okay. I mean, it makes her better at breaking, I guess, probably. So, anyways, let's use the temple. I think I have to ascend first. Wrong button. Oh my god, I'm pressing wrong buttons. I can use my computer. Ascend. There we go, and we'll level them up. Why not? And claim. Wonderful. And no, Jingyuan is not ascended yet because I'll level him up eventually. But honestly, I got to work on his equipment when I have to work on his levels. I need to level up your thingy to your weapon, your light cone, your ice cream cone. I think everyone's else I got to level 70 light cone, 70 light cone, level 70, 70, 70. Sweet. Okay, and alright, before to build up the anticipation, I'm gonna go farm this real quick. Like once. Actually, you know, screw it. I'm just gonna do it 3 times. Just so I can be done. Gonna farm this because get his light cone leveled up, and then I'm kind of done with Welt done with my main characters I use the most. Do need to level up some other units. Need to work on Pyro character. Need to work on whatever. There's plenty of characters I want to work on, like try to like develop like more than one team and whatever. But it's fine. I want to work on Ast in the future to try to like. I want to do like Ast, Welt, March, and Yanqing together eventually. But the resources of having to level up 500 characters at once is just like. Ugh. I want to like be done leveling like I'd like to focus on one character at a time, but right now, beginning of the game, still like my attention's split between different characters. So, and if I end up getting like by the time I get Loka, if I get him, I'm probably gonna have still be working on some things with these existing characters, right? So, anyways, it's just gotcha things. It's just the slow burn of Mihayo's design. What am I doing, by the way? Let's just do this. So I can kill this. I did. Good.
I'll end your misery.
Let's begin.
I refuse to use my ult on that.
Seize the moment. What a headache. Who's next?
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
So you are afraid of me. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Himiko is the character I'll use my standard guarantee on. Really? I respect it. Does the loss of a 50-50 on the weapon banner carry over in the next banner in HSR? From what I've been told, yes.
What a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
So I do have a guarantee for a future weapon if I so desire it. I'm definitely more in that's not many drops. I'm definitely in a more save my crap mood for future characters than I am in I need weapon for this character. It really, really helps the temptation of going for weapons that they're not like there's no visual representation for them. So, anyways, all right, it's temple time on standard banner. I am not at pity. I think I'm at like 35 or something. So, anyways, expectations low, but who knows? Let's go. Sad. What do I want for 4 stars? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. The only character I don't have is Arlen. I'm sure there's some Eidolons that'd be good. I think some light cones might be better to get refinements for, like this one. I don't think that one is that useful to me. But, you know, I guess I'll take 2 of them. What? Why? Okay. Whatever. Well, that was a poll. That was certainly one of the polls of all time. What I was going to say before I got that, I was going to say I would not mind refinements on Welt's weapon, for example. Imagine if that was Welt's weapon. If that was Good Night and Sleep Well, I could have just gotten Superimposition 5 on this, but instead I got whatever these were. So, I mean, on the ups, or no, they're not new. Okay, now I have 3 copies of this. I went from 1 to 3 copies. Sweet. Increases wearer's effect hit rate and increases daunt by 24%. I mean, it seems niche useful, so I'm not going to complain. I don't think they're necessarily useless. So, cool, I guess. It's good on Welt. I'm pretty sure the one I have on Welt currently is better on Welt. And also, I do not want to have to level up another light cone. So, yep. This is the one I'm using. I'm pretty sure this is better. I hope it's better. I don't know. I haven't actually looked up what's... I'm not going to look it up right now. I don't know. I haven't looked up like Pridewind's guide on... The last time I looked, Pridewind, the main site I've been using to occasionally reference certain things, they didn't... Or Peerdwin. It might be Peerdwin, not Pridewind. But anyways, they didn't have a guide on Welt, so I, whatever. Anyways, that seems useful. Like, effect hit rate is one of those things, like, on the characters that want the effect hit rate, having a light cone, where'd it go? Having a light cone that gives a whole whack ton of effect hit rate is not a bad thing. So, especially since I have now refinement 3 of it, which I assume probably takes it to, I'm gonna guess like, yeah, it probably takes it to like 30% and increases daunt damage directly. It seems good on the right character. It seems quite good actually, but not gonna complain about it. Also not the best thing I could have gotten. Oh, it exists. It exists. Anyways, I would have preferred 2 Ting Yuns. Actually, no. Oh, I'm just sorry, crap in my throat. If I take that back. I do not prefer 2 Ting Yuns, because if I had gotten 2 Ting Yuns there, then there's no way I wouldn't have just sent it. There's no way I wouldn't have just sent it. What is my pity at, by the way? I should actually count. There's a monthly reset soon. I really wish instead of spending my stuff on like the Sela banner, weapon banner, I just threw them on standard banner. I really wish I had done that, but oh well. Hindsight is 2020. I kind of did that on purpose. I thought it might have been better to do standard banner instead of weapon banner, but I did. It was one, I'd only played the game for a few days when I went and wished on the weapon banner, but also, I didn't want to like. I want like my progress and like the standard banner progression to be like the same as like a normal account. I didn't want to be at like 200, right? Like I'd be about 200 right now if I had done the wishes I did on the weapon banner in that video. But anyways, is what it is. It's fine. Can I? Okay, press the button, please. All right, I'm at, what is that? 30, 33. So I'm at 43 now. Yeah, okay. So at 43, I'll be at 48 with the reset. Maybe get to 50-ish with the after ascending a couple more characters like Jingyuan or whatever. But Jingyuan's honestly the main one I intend to level up next or ascend next. But honestly, at this point, I think my intention is going to be probably not going to stream it because honestly, I'd just rather just have it running in the background. Well, I think I'm gonna use most of my fuel and farm a little bit. My goal would be to get Tingyun with 5-star artifacts. I need her on speed boots still, and then I want a 5-star thing on her, and then I might need to farm some of these too. And then I want Natasha. I'm actually not that far away. I already have speed boots. I got lucky enough to have them. The substat's kind of craptastic, but whatever. I want a 5-star body. And then I also am farming this for like Tingyun because it's also good on Jingyuan, right? Good 2-piece set for anyone other than not just Jingyuan, right? So, and 4-piece is not bad. So I'm farming the domain that has these 2 sets, or Calyx, whatever. And then I'll move on from there. So I think my intention with most of my fuel is spend a whole bunch on this domain, and then spend a whole bunch on like this set and the whatever the gives attack percent set for these. I'm very sad, by the way. I have a very good piece. This piece is a link rope attack percent 30 crit value, but it's on the crit damage set, which is not very good because it's just not very good. Yeah, it gives crit damage, which is good. It's not useless, but yeah, right. Is it possible to get E6 for Fire Trailblazer? As far as I'm aware, no. Because I'm guessing, from what I can tell, I've already gotten all of it from their E up to E5 from the one you get from story progression and then the 4 from the shop. And I'm pretty sure the last one you just can't get right now. It's only going to be through story whenever they release the story next, which is kind of lame, but oh well, is what it is. I don't think it's not the most insane thing as far as I'm aware. What does it do? How do they use their enhanced base attack? Their defense increases. I mean, it's actually seems pretty decent, but it's just like defense increase, right? It's just stats. It's not like a functionality change. It's not like, oh, you can get skill refunding or anything meaningful. That would be a bit lame if it was something really meaningful like skill refunding. But, I think I need to do one more thing, and then that's probably the stream. I'm going to do this daily mission.
Got places to be? I'm your best guide.
Didn't think you wanted Locha, but he's cute, so you guess you're probably no other reason. It's fair. As far as characters I want to build, Asta. Pella is a maybe eventually. Asta. Marcha maybe want to continue building. Maybe. But yeah, Asta I think is Xingque, other than the units I've been working on. Like I want to work on Yanqing more too, but like low priority units that I'm interested in is Yanqing, Asta, and then Xingque. Did I finish leveling up Welt's weapon? I don't know if I did. I did not. What's inside his coffin is a body. I think he said as much in the story at some point if you talk to him. Add. Blam. There we go. Wonderful. Yeah, Welt's still on, like, very copium artifacts. Relics, sorry. So, yeah, I really want to work on Welt, but, like, his artifacts, well, it's not, like, he wants the, I'm pretty certain he wants the 4-piece imaginary damage set. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So, imaginary damage buff for 2-piece, and then when attacking debuff enemies, whereas crit increases against 10%, and then crit damage increases by 20% against imprisoned enemies, which is good. The fire damage set is like, it's like okay, but like I don't have anyone I want on fire damage set, right? So it's not a particularly efficient one to go for. So I'm not intending to, I don't know, it's annoying, right? It's annoying. So the point is, like, for Welt, I'm probably just going to stick with like 2 attack and 2 whatever, or 4 attack, honestly. The speed doesn't do nothing for him, right? The base attack damage doesn't matter, but the speed increase is not useless, so anyways. Welt got auto PTSD because apparently he gave Locha a book on how not to be evil. I don't know what you're referencing.
Come around and have a look.
Hello. That's me. Howard, Philip, and Joyce. Among them is a good man, a bad man, and a liar. The good man tells only the truth. The good man only tells the truth. Okay. The bad man only lies. Okay. And the liar, well, he would say anything. Sometimes the truth and sometimes lies. Okay. One day, Joyce said, Philip is either the good man or the bad man. Okay. Then Philip said, either Howard or Joyce is a good man. Which of these 3 is the liar? Which of these 3 is the one that can be either way? So the way that you determine this is you got to figure out which one is the bad man and the good man, because they're the ones that have certainties. Alright, so if Joyce is the good man, and this means that they're telling the truth, saying Philip... Okay, so Joyce is the good man, then Philip must be the bad man. And the bad man is lying. That means what Philip is saying here has to be false. So either Howard or Joyce is the good man. This would be a correct statement because Joyce would be the good man, as we were assuming on the first. Philip is the bad man because he is lying. Wait, no, sorry. No, it wouldn't work, right? Joyce can't be the good man because if Joyce is telling the truth, right, Philip is either the good man or the bad man, which means Philip would have to be the bad man. And then Philip is lying, which means this cannot be true, which means Philip would have to be the good man. So Joyce being the good man does not work in these clauses. So if Joyce is the bad man, if Joyce is the bad man, then this is not true, which means Philip is the liar. And if Philip is the liar, this basically means nothing. So it works if Joyce is the bad man, Philip's the liar, Howard's the good man. Wait, no. Joyce is the bad man. Philip is the liar. Howard is the good man. Yeah, okay. So Philip. We'll try Philip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got it right. Yeah, they're just like logic. You just gotta follow the line of logic. You make a base assumption and see if it follows down for all lines, and if it doesn't, then I didn't necessarily test all possible conditions there, by the way, because there was possible. There's probably another possible condition there that I hadn't considered, but I was fine with assuming once I found one that was possible, I was fine with assuming that that one was the correct one. When March's level is maxed on in the game, I believe we will focus on ice damage on her. For example, 2B's defense, 2B's ice damage. That makes sense. Yay. Done. Claim. Yay. Wonderful. 51. What do I get? What do I get? Hello, Pom-Pom. Pom-Pom. Claim. Hey, I get my fuel back. That's nice. That's honestly all that's important. When do wishes come? Probably every 5. Yeah, every 5 is normal. Stingy. Whatever, it's fine. Alrighty. Well, unless you guys want to see me do something, I don't know. That's kind of all I got for the day. I'm a little bit hungry. I should need to make sure I get a video out tomorrow. It won't take me long to get the one edited tomorrow because it doesn't have 5 billion pounds of footage and doesn't have a sponsor spot. That friggin' sponsor spot, by the way, took like as much time, if not more time, than the entire rest of the Genshin stuff. So, anyway, whatever. It's fine. Hopefully the sponsor spot pays off. I have no idea. It's the first time I've done a sponsor. I have no idea what to expect from it. So, I don't think I'm supposed to like officially say what I get. But basically, it's just I get a kickback, by the way, if you buy a box from Sakura Co. or Tokyo Treat. So yeah, I don't know. Go use the links in the video or whatever if you want to support me, I guess. If you're interested in like one of those subscription whatever about, you don't have to subscribe. I think you can do it one time. Don't quote me on it. Either way, I'm assuming you could subscribe and then cancel. But anyways, everyone watched just because of the cat. That was the goal. The goal was to make it entertaining and actually worth watching and not just like ad read, right? So yeah, it was definitely the cat carried the content, I'm aware. But anyways, yeah. It's something that if you want to support me though, and you're interested in that kind of product, right? I mean, I enjoyed it for what it's worth, but I definitely got it for free, so I'm definitely biased. But I enjoyed the product. You might too, and it's a way to support me at the same time. That's kind of all it came down to. So, anyways, I don't want to pressure anyone to do it though. To be clear, if you don't want to buy that product and you just want to give me money directly, you can just give me money directly. You don't have to. So you don't have to give me any money at all. You can just watch my content and keep watching my stuff. That's all you really need to do. What anime should I watch? I'm into anything dub. Anything dub. Oh boy, I'm not a dub watcher. So I can't really make dub specific recommendations. I don't know. I tend to watch seasonal anime. I could definitely make some recommendations for the current anime running, but I don't know what of any of them are dubbed. If you want my recommendation for one that I think this is almost assuredly not dubbed. All right, you know okay, one that probably I don't know if it's being dubbed right now, but if it'll probably get a dub eventually. Watch Vinland Saga if you have not. Its second season is running right now, and it has like a narrative shift that was a risk for like from a story writing standpoint, but I really like it. I really like Vinland Saga. So so Vinland Saga, I presume it will have a dub if it doesn't by default. If you want other anime that probably are not dubbed, if you want, I don't know, I'll give you a trashy recommendation of like, this is not a good show, but it's like enjoyable entertainment kind of thing. It's like, it's the trash you watch because it's enjoyable trash. And it's also got an absolutely amazing opening sequence. I have seen Ghost Stories. It's a wild ride of a dub. But the legendary hero is dead. It's a fun one. It's really dumb. It's pretty bad. It's a little ridiculous, but it is definitely aware of what it is and what it is doing. And more often than not, the humor is nailed, and it manages to do it in a setting that works. So, anyways, as far as like all animes that aren't airing currently, I would recommend, I don't know, like Attack on Titan probably. which is not. It should be finishing soon. So, there's plenty of Attack on Titan to get through until it finishes. I think probably depending on how much you like burning through content really quickly. So yeah, Attack on Titan I would definitely recommend. And as far as seasonal anime, one other one I wanted to, because I haven't talked about it at all. Now that I'm thinking about it, as far as actually, I don't know why I forgot about this one. Watch Oshi no Ko. That is not the one that's not getting. That one, Oshi no Ko is definitely getting plenty of attention. I don't think it has a dub yet, but also I think it'd be better because of the fact that it's a show that deals with like the Japanese entertainment industry. I don't think it's a show that makes sense to watch dubbed, but it probably works perfectly fine dubbed. To be clear, I don't think it has to be watched in Japanese. I want to be very, very clear. I haven't seen the dub because I don't think the dub exists. But Oshi no Ko is really, really, really good. Ascendance of a Bookworm is really recommended. Yeah, I do like Ascendance of a Bookworm. It's a weird, really. I would have expected it to like Ascendance of a Bookworm as much as I did, but like it's because it's a really slow burn as far as like progression of the story goes, but it's really interesting. And the whatnot. But anyways, Oshi no Ko, really freaking good. If you must watch a dub, just watch it when it gets dubbed. It will get dubbed. I just don't know when. The streaming currently is by High Dive, which is they don't really dub themselves, and like Crunchyroll themselves will make sure certain shows get dubbed. Like Crunchyroll got Oshi no Ko, which, by the way, that's Crunchyroll's biggest mistake of this year is not getting Oshi no Ko. Like holy f, someone at Crunchyroll actually fucked up by not getting the rights to stream Oshi no Ko. I don't know if High Dive paid out the ass for it, but Crunchyroll should have paid out the ass more. It is that good. Anyways, another show on High Dive, again. High Dive is not great, but it's cheap, so I honestly don't care that much. It works. But sometimes High Dive just doesn't work, by the way, and I have to like go watch shows on through other methods. But anyways, the show I did not expect to like them as much as I have is probably Oshi no Ko and this show are in complete different genres. Oshi no Ko is probably my favorite as far as like a recommendation that most people would enjoy. But if you like rom-coms and like good writing that feels realistic in rom-coms, The Dangers in My Heart is really good. It's really, really, really good. And the humor in it is really good. And like the writing and the way the characters act makes sense. And they feel like human beings. And they feel like they're the age they are supposed to be. So it's really, really good. The Dangers in My Heart, I read it, and then it's a rare show. Normally when I watch animes, like seasonal animes, I almost always will watch the entire season of the anime, and then I might go on to reading the manga or something if I really want to. This one, I read the manga like at like episode 6. So the first like episode or two might put you off a little bit, but if you think about it from like the character's perspective and like why this character is thinking and acting the way that he is as a kid, it makes sense. And I don't know, read the discussion posts on the first few episodes from like Reddit of The Dangers in My Heart if you want to like understand the perspective and why it actually makes a lot of sense that this character is acting this way, because it's not immediately obvious. It seems kind of like just like this is just like weird cringe dark humor for the sake of darkness, when it's not actually what it is, and it goes away from it pretty quickly because that's not the point. The point is like the character development and whatever, and it's just like a starting point, and this character trying to like deal with thoughts and feelings they've never had, and they're dealing with it in a weird way, and it shifts from that as they learn to deal with it better. It's really, really, really freaking good. Anyways, I really, really like The Dangers in My Heart. It's fantastic. Also, if you like ASMR, it's pretty good for that too. The anime is a nice improvement like over the manga. The manga is still really, really good too. Like I don't regret reading the manga. I will continue reading it, but the anime still feels. There's some animes, right, where after reading the manga, it's like, why am I watching this anime? This anime is mostly just like manga, but it moves slightly. And now, but then Yamada though, or Yamada. Sorry, someone else commented Yamada. The main girl character in The Dangers of My Heart is named Yamada, so yeah, it's a little confusing. But anyways, to get those two shows mixed up right now, but Dangers of My Heart, really, really freaking good. Would not have expected to like it as much as I want, but as I am. Yeah, Yamada level 999 is quite good as well. I quite like that. It's got pretty decent writing. People hating on the one kid character, Riri. I forgot her name. I don't know. The one girl. People that were like shitting on that girl in the Crunchyroll comments made me so mad. So mad. Code Geass or Trinity good? I haven't actually watched Trinity. Code Geass I quite liked. I haven't watched the dub though. I'd be surprised. Code Geass is good entertainment. You gotta shut your brain off a little bit for it, in my opinion. Code Geass is like putting on a farce of trying to be introspective, but then it kind of fails, in my opinion. And like providing like meaningful commentary about the world, and it's just like good entertainment in the context of the setting and what's going on. I feel like the property hasn't been utilized very well for some of the things they established, and it kind of annoys me. But it's fine. It has a very, very strong ending, is what I would describe it. So yeah, Code Geass is definitely good. Yeah. Anyways, Hell's Paradise is interesting. Is weird. Hell's Paradise is one of those shows, to be honest, that feels like it's mostly just the manga, but now it's anime and pretty. I don't even know if Hell's Paradise is a manga, but that's what it feels like to me. I'm sorry. Hell's Paradise feels like a manga that's just like prettied up by anime. It looks nice. Like the production is pretty good on it. It's just, I don't know. There's something about Hell's Paradise that just doesn't feel like the anime is adding that much value. And I haven't even read the manga, to be clear, so that might be completely wrong. Anyways. Still waiting for the season 2 of Saint's Powers Omnipotent. I think I dropped that one because, I don't know, something about it bored me. I don't know. I apologize. I watched a few episodes of that one anyways. I like good romance animes, and there's the two good ones this season are... three good ones this season are Yamada-kun at level 999 is really good, has really good writing. It's pretty good, and it's more of an adult-focused one, obviously, because they're like kid in college, or it's still a kid, but one kid in college. Uh-oh, wait, it's not pedophilia, okay? It's, the one is like 19 or like 18 in high school or something, and one is like 20 years old or something. I don't know. It's fine. It's a normal relationship thing. And anyways, the only reason I'm specifying that is because anime, you never know. Anyways, I'm freaking whatever, anime. Oh yeah, I didn't finish. So yeah, Yamada-kun level 99. Good. Dangers in My Heart. Really, really good. Love that one. Did not expect to love that one as much as I did based on the outset. And then Oshi no Ko. Great romance anime. Great romance anime. Nobody say it. Nobody say why. Nobody spoil anything, okay? Technically, that is a good joke. It is a romance anime. You could make that argument. I could make that argument. Oshinoko was not made to be a romance anime. Don't expect rom-com going into Oshinoko, but I think it's a good joke. Anyways, whatever. What about The Devil's a Part-Timer? That's pretty good, you know. The season 2 was garbage. I tried. Like, season 1 of Devil's a Part-Timer was so good, and then season 2 was just horseshit. Like, actual horseshit. I don't know, like, I can't nail down exactly why, but it was garbage. Anyways, so that was sad, but just watch the first season of Devil's a Part-Timer, and then you're good. Anyways, I think I'm done talking about anime. the rare anime. Oshinoko is so popular that everyone practically spoiled at this point. I have not. I mean, I've specifically not talked about Oshinoko at all because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Just watch it. Honestly, even if you're not comfortable with pirating, do your own research. I'm not going to tell you how to pirate or whatever. Go and find the first episode, and then if you enjoy it, go and find it on legitimate sources, right? And like legal sources, not legitimate. So watch the first episode of Oshinoko, which is like movie length, by the way, so you need like a movie amount of time free. Anyways, Oshinoko, really, really good. Watch it. It's not a romance anime. Kind of. Not really. It deals with love. That was my joke, basically. Oshinoko deals with love. It definitely deals with the concept of love. Anyways. You've never watched an anime legally. I mean, the state of streaming in many countries is such that I don't blame you for that, Sylveon. There's certain animes in the US, despite being in the US, which has the best access to like legal anime streaming, I still sometimes have to. I think if I want to actually watch something, I have to. So, yeah, I don't blame you. I don't want to. I try to pay. Like, I pay for more than one anime streaming service. I'm fine with that. But then, like, sometimes they're just like, oh, Disney got this one, summertime rendering. Disney got this one, and they didn't... I'm pretty sure it's still not available in the US. It's been like a year since that came out. And it's still not in the US. Like, what Disney? Why? And there's even an English version of it now, by the way. Like, I'm pretty sure summertime rendering is on Disney Plus, just not in the US for some godforsaken reason. I don't know. The last time I checked, it wasn't for some reason. But anyways, whatever. Anyways, summertime rendering, a fantastic show, if you can watch it. Fave anime is Scissor 7. What's yours? I watch so much anime, I can't label something as specifically a favorite. I'd have to like narrow down categories to say like, yeah, some of my favorites are this one, and like so much like if you like the one that has like one movie and then one show that has like staying power in my mind, because of the fact that like the time I watched them at in my life, like they caused me to like either change my perspective on some things or like make me make a life decision. So like these shows, watching them, this show and this movie, watching them is tied to a movie, is tied to like life decision. So therefore I remember them more clearly in my head. But it's a place further than the universe, and then A Silent Voice, the movie. The movie is A Silent Voice. A Place Further Than the Universe is a show. Those two, I could argue are my favorites because they stick in my mind so well. But they're also just like, again, tied to like life events, and that's like kind of why they stuck with me and landed with me so much. Whereas there's so many other animes I could argue, I could say I really enjoy as well. I'd have to. It's too hard. It's too hard. So, anyways, you have one funny website you've used for 3 years now. Nice. But yeah. I don't know. I prefer watching legally. It's also fun. Like High Dive is so jank sometimes that like they just like don't function, and I have to go watch it through not legal methods because I pay for High Dive, but then like it just doesn't function. Or like the subtitles are so jank on High Dive sometimes. Where like Oshinoko, the latest episode of Oshinoko on High Dive was so bad because there was like scenes where there was like just like something with like documents or something with a whole bunch of text. And then they chose to have subtitles pop up on screen, like translating all of that text, which is like not bad necessarily. But then the subtitles of the characters talking at the same time were like overlaid on top of that, and like the outlines weren't any different. So like you couldn't actually like, without like pausing and being like, okay, where the F is the subtitles for the, like it was so bad. And I was like, no, I can't. I have, so anyways. I'm gonna watch the live action Barbie movie. Probably not. I didn't even know that was a thing. So no. The only movie I've watched recently has been the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. My brother dragged me to it, and it was quite good. It was a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think it was better than the second one. I don't know if it's better than the first, but I'd have to like go back. I don't know. It dealt with things in a way that like felt generic, and it was kind of standalone. It hasn't been doing all this stupid bullshit that Marvel's been doing lately. Of the Marvel stuff I've been watching, like all their multiverse bullshit, I really don't give two flying about Marvel's BS right now. With multiverse crap, it's really not that endearing to me, because the issue with Marvel stuff has always been like they try to like I think I've talked before about how like much of sci-fi is just like fantasy, just doing whatever, just using sciencey terms and science things and like technology. Oh, science and technology applied to fantasy concepts, that's sci-fi. I don't consider that sci-fi. I consider that fantasy. Marvel is fantasy. And with all the multiverse shite they're doing, they're veering way hard into the playing loose and fast. I know Marvel's always technically had multiverse stuff right in the comics. I know, but it feels so blatantly like multiverse is just a way of them. Hey, now we can do more characters and more actors that are doing the same characters. There's 800 versions of Miss Marvel, 800 Iron Mans, 800 Hulks, 800 Thors. It's just like, yes, it's our magic. We have magic. We're so brilliant. We've created a universe, a cinematic universe where the rules are so loosey-goosey that we can have infinite worlds and create infinite movies for you to watch. Enjoy. It's real bad. It's real bad. It's lost any like cohesion I feel like it had. I don't know. The multiverse stuff is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. They could do some interesting things with it, but then they don't. They like Doctor Strange was so bad. Like I was looking forward to them doing something really creative and fun with Doctor Strange, with the visuals of Doctor Strange combined with the concept of like jumping around multiverse, like different wacky universes. Like watch Everything Everywhere All at Once to see a movie that does the concept of multiple universes and jumping between them really, really well. Marvel could technically do that, but they just don't. And it's because they're going the money engine route more than the making really good movies route more often than not. It depends on the director, right? But anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 didn't deal with all the multiverse bullshit. It did nothing of that. It more just dealt with like follow-up things from like side effects of like Infinity War and Endgame, Avengers Endgame, and that was really good. And they did it really, really well. I'm not gonna say anything specific in case you haven't seen it, of course. So, anyways, Marvel died with Iron Man and started with Iron Man, carried the whole franchise. Yeah, kind of. It was a 10 out of 10 way to end it, to be clear. But like also, yeah, yeah, Marvel's feeling a bit tired to me. It's kind of all it comes down to. But Guardians 3, if you're still interested in Marvel at all, I do recommend Guardians 3. It is a nice tie-up that doesn't have much to do with any of the other bullshit they're doing right now. So, anyways, I've been freaking rambling about media for a while. I need to go eat and work on the video for tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.